Hello again, and welcome back to the Dev Plays Crucible of Avarice campaign, playing on the tabletop RPG system Anime Tales. We have a full party again. Welcome back, everyone.
It's been so long since
Cheers.
the full party, partly because of me, but
No, we're glad
Gotta
to
take all
have
the
you
blame.
back, Juice.
It's been an interesting journey so far. For those of you who need a recap, I will give one very quickly. After the interrogation, the party had gained the information of the ranks of the pirates. As it turns out that almost all pirates have at least a small group, and then they are followed up with a commander. The commander in question is usually of a higher rank and also a little bit of a higher strength. Not always, but most of the time. And then there are, above the commanders, the three demon generals of the Oni pirates. Above them are then the second in command, and then the first mate, the quartermaster, known as Davy Jones, and the Beastmaster, which has so far not been given any other name other than just the Beastmaster, who is the reason as to why most of the Oni pirates have strange animal features or other mutations on them to make them non-human. And finally, atop all of them is the Captain Yol Kaiga. After going back to the town and having a bit of a tiff, the party eventually left in search for basically another town further into the actual south. Not getting all that far after half an hour, they were suddenly accosted by a stranger who seemed to appear out of nowhere. After being provoked, Utili Lily used her gigantic wrench and slammed it into the back of her own hovercraft, into her own platform,
utility pad,
damaging it to the point of which everyone was falling. Thankfully, she was able to fix it just before everyone fell to their deaths. However, although that most people are back onto the quote-unquote utility pad, Fletcher and Rakia were able to go intangible thanks to Fletcher's reality's gift, enabling the two of them to pass through the floor, and he was able to face swim them back up. They're currently now in a tree, whilst they are now currently speaking to this stranger who is asking them if they're going to be any much more of a threat to the Oni pirates, and if they are, that they need to immediately leave the island. The only other two things that really happened of note in this particular time is almost all of the weapons are currently inside of Cloak's backpack, due to the fact that they did not want to be seeming threatening. So that's that one. And the other particular thing to note is that Utili Lily's wrench is now in the hands of this particular stranger in the Mohawk, as we now come back to it. Just after Fletcher had said... had made a comment on defeating a group of some of the pirates prior to this engagement, in which he opened his eyes and revealed that they are like small red abysses of strangeness, almost like as if his eyes are marbles. As he does so, he asks the question, "I'm sorry, perhaps you want to repeat yourself?"
Oh, now I see. Your eyes are different. That's what your animal part is.
He looks a little taken aback by the factor of what you said just a minute ago, but now, like, when you say that, his demeanor becomes less aggressive and more softer. Like, almost like as if some of the tension in his body suddenly let loose. I see. You were just messing with me. Of course, none of you could ever defeat any of our pirates, no matter how silly they are.
Okay.
Wait, are those spider eyes?
As I said before, remove yourself from this island if you are causing any trouble for us, or wish to cause any trouble for us. After all, we wouldn't want to get in anyone's way now, would we?
I mean, you're certainly not going to do anything about it.
Ah, yes, I am just a simple messenger, but I'm afraid that I am not exactly the most dangerous one to be dealing with, no.
True that, true that.
So, what is your business here? And, by the way, don't try and lie to me again.
Sure, okay. Well, I'm here to beat Yokaga because I'm bored.
He then just immediately starts leaning backwards as his arms are flailing around as he's dropped the incredibly large wrench as it's falling to the ground. He's like, ah! As he finally reestablishes his balance. Sorry, I.
Well, first you can go and get that wrench because I know you're a teleporter. So come on, hurry up now. And then second, yes, I'm not lying.
Insolent, insubordinate, and churlish creatures like you could not fathom the strength of our captain.
Then I'm sure you can let us fight him. I mean, surely we're no threat, so what's the issue?
First of all, the captain is on an island that is not here. Second, even if I were to do so, why would I? After all, if you're nowhere near worthy of his power, then why should I even let you go anywhere near him?
Because you're scared of wasting his time and the consequence backfiring on you.
Roll me a... I'm going to say... Would that be intimidation? I don't think that would be intimidation, would it? I guess...
No, it's just saying facts.
I'm going to say... you know what? I'm still going to say intimidation. Yeah, just roll me intimidation.
Fair enough. Does it change anything?
Yeah. Fair enough. I'll put the...
I thought so.
The screen on. Fair enough. It's like... It's less that and more that it would be a waste of my time to do so. After all, I'm a messenger around these parts, and the last thing I want to be doing is...
Wouldn't it be a waste of time for you to stop us?
Yeah, isn't this entire conversation technically a waste of your time? That's a really poor argument.
I'm gonna ask you to both roll me persuasion with disadvantage.
Sorry, say that again.
Persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, an 11. Wow.
Here I go killing again. And then what did you get? Oh, Bill's disappeared.
Am I...
Oh, okay, no, he is.
No, I'm back.
Sorry, it's just that I saw a solid cloak, and I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Am I
Dun,
strong
dun, 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 dun.
persuasion as well?
Yeah, disadvantage on persuasion. That's actually not bad though. An 11 for an arcade, so that's not bad.
Oh, 12.
12. So disadvantage is okay.
Yep.
Oh, you have +1 to you. To charisma and arcade.
No.
No,
No.
I just...
Try
I
God.
rolled as well, my god.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For me, it hasn't popped up.
No, you got 12.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that was fun. Shut up. Yep.
You both got 18.
Both got 18 on the
Yeah.
first roll. Yeah. Okay. You think that you want me to send you to my captain? Do you have any idea how much trouble I'd be in if I did something so stupid?
So, my first point is proven right.
It's less that, and it's more just...
No, please, go on.
Well, you bring up a good point. Captain is pretty darn strong, and it'd make the most amount of sense for him to just kill you right away.
True.
But hang on a second.
And hey, and you're a teleporter, so it's like, well, if you could take us to another island, I'm sure you could travel across, I don't know, half the world, so I wouldn't really worry about it.
You fool. Roll me taunt, actually. This will depend on what the other half of this sentence is.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh, 17.
Oh, damn.
You fool. He's not even all that far away. He's in the other island known as
Oh.
You sneaky little bastard, aren't you?
I didn't do anything. That was all you know.
Okay. Why exactly?
Also, you gonna take me there or not? I'm, you know, this conversation is fun and all, but I kind of just want to fight him.
And why exactly would you want to do that? I mean, yes, it's a cool way to go for a suicide, but why would you bother wanting to fight him?
Why would I not want to fight the strongest thing alive?
As again said, suicide.
Well, that depends on how you look at it, really. I mean, we could go into a philosophy discussion right now on the concept of fighting and all that if you really want. But
roll me.
I don't.
I guess just roll me charisma. This would be a form of a threat, but I don't know if I could say philosophy is intimidation at this point.
18.
Okay, fine.
Wow, this
fine,
is
okay,
incredible.
Okay, fine. I'll take you to him, but I'm only taking you. The rest of you can rot
cool.
here for all I care.
Oh, in that case, then give me a second. As Joe, I don't know if you want me to roll for this, but I'm gonna open up a Phantom Gate. Just a small one, enough to pull out a weapon.
Yeah, sure.
I might as well just roll for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. As I do that, I pull out a blade that they haven't seen before, a sword. As I basically go, here, catch, as I just chuck it to the group for someone to catch.
Yes.
I'll do it. Like that.
You can't, because you're actually too far away from them. I'm gonna say...
Also in a tree.
Felix... in fact, yeah, I'm gonna say Felix, Cloak, and Lily, roll me, I guess, finesse to try and catch this thing, and whoever gets the highest roll will be the one who catches it. And then obviously if everyone gets that bad a roll, we'll then figure that out.
I'm not catching it.
Okay, Cloak got a 21. I forget that finesse is your best stat,
Yeah, Cloak got it.
Yeah, you catch it. You catch it, and it's a lot heavier than you expected. As you grab the handle, and the blade just sticks into the ground as you're scraping it across the carpeted floor of this flotation device.
Well, that's my insurance in case things go bad. Which they won't, because I'm going to win. So, man with funny eyes, because you didn't tell us your name.
Well, my name is... As then Suzaku just plants his hand firmly on your shoulder. Wait, Anake. I don't think that this is a good idea. We should all go together. After all, this is our journey to try and defeat him. This could be our only chance, and if you blow it, you could very well die.
Let me give that about 2 seconds of consideration. I'm gonna do it anyway.
It was 2 seconds. You gotta hand it to him.
Yeah, he's good with timing, I guess. Then at least let us come with you.
See, I want to say yes, but I want to say no. Man, I could turn into a song.
Suzaku, still holding on to you, looks over at someone else. Is no one else going to stop this madman?
He is a madman.
I would like to go, but it is his decision. And he is pretty strong.
Oh, well, thank you.
Who are we to stop one warrior's conviction?
So you're all just going to let him potentially kill himself?
I mean, you wanted to do the same against the Guardians.
It's true, I didn't get to do that, really.
I'll advise that it is a terrible idea.
But those are
Me
always
too.
the best ones.
No, they aren't.
I mean, even if we try, I don't think that we could persuade him.
But what about that teleporter? Perhaps we could persuade him to take multiple of us. Yeah, I can still
I
hear you.
don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so he's like, you kind of be... I'm not trying to be rude here. It just kind of seems to be you, my dude.
Fine. I guess it is only my problem, since no one else seems to want to stop you.
I mean, thanks for your consideration of my health. I pull out I pull out of the pocket dimension that's still lingering. Here's my pack of muffins. I'm off then.
He takes your muffins in the other hand that isn't currently on your shoulder and lets go very slowly, like sort of his hand drags across yours to sort of limply let go, because he's just sort of looking at the muffins like, this might be the very last thing that I ever have of an arcade. This might be the only thing I have left.
A sword and the muffins, yep.
Alright, kid.
If you lose, then you better.
Oh yeah, you guys should be able to watch as well, so have some good entertainment, I guess.
Well, I hate to say it, but you're coming with me, and of course, that means that you're friends.
Yeah. Sorry, what was your name again? Suzaku cut you off.
Oh, I actually didn't realize that anyone cared. My name is Pete. Pete Blinkback.
Alright, Pete, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to remember the second half, not trying to be rude, I'm just that kind of guy.
That's okay, whatever your name is.
Oh, well, it's an arcade. A pleasure to meet you, I guess.
Sure. As he says sure, he disappears, reappears holding you, thing, and disappears again. Obviously holding you, but everyone else, he just disappears. Anarche and the stranger are gone.
Well, guess we can get back to work now.
Yeah, let's get a move on. We have all our pirates to fight.
Yeah. Oh, silly Anarche. I hope he's right about his own strength.
I'm more worried about Yul Kiger. I don't think we'll get to him in time.
Well, they mentioned this knife as a contingency plan. Does anyone know what this is?
The sword itself is a straight sword. It's basically a 1.5-hander. It looks perfectly silver from start to finish. A few special etchings, but other than that, not much else that you can tell about it.
I don't suppose that my world traveler could help me in this case, because I know a lot about legendary weapons, but I don't think that's any legendary weapon.
You can roll for it.
Oh, I'll try it. I'll certainly try it.
I think that would be your
can I-
knowledge or wisdom, I think.
Can I use my blacksmithing and or animatology as well to try and figure this out?
You can only roll one.
Well, I'll use blacksmithing again because I have a perk for it.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go with wisdom.
Okay.
Because that's my higher modifier. Here we go. Not good at all.
I'll go with.
Damn.
I'll start with you, Rocky. You've not. I mean, there's nothing ever said about any of the weapons that you've currently read about have nothing to do with the description of this current weapon. Also, from a distance, it also doesn't help that you have no idea if it has any special abilities or any special reasoning, other than the fact that Anarche gave it to someone and trusted someone with it. Utility Lily, what was your specific perk called?
It's called, I think, I saw it on the internet.
Okay, you definitely have never seen this thing on the internet.
No, pretty much for it. It's like I can tell if a weapon is legendary or not.
Again, you have no idea because that you've never seen this weapon, never heard of this weapon, never even heard of anything about this kind of weapon before, other than it's a 1.5-hander, and it could either be made out of steel or titanium because it has a similar silverish glow. But other than that, you have no idea what it could have, what it could be, or what it could do.
I'm gonna put it in my spatial satchel for now.
Fair enough. You now have one Anarche sword in the spatial satchel.
Hey,
Nice. It'll be safe in there.
hey, Cloak. Could I have my weapons back, please?
I think we should get on the ground first.
Oh, yes, probably a good idea.
Are we close to the village? Can you guys see from there? Or town, or whatever we were going to?
Suzaku then says, whilst we were up in the air, I was able to see that we're not too far from the village itself. However, we will be a bit more visually obvious if we do fly there, especially since we were able to be noticed by that chap. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be in the best situation, either. I mean, after all, that Pete fellow said that Yol Kiger was on an island called Jotun. I think I remember hearing about that. Everyone, roll me world knowledge. However, if you don't have World Traveller, or have not lived here before, you must all roll disadvantage.
Aha, but I have World Traveller, though.
Yes.
So I shall do this. So is this, this is Wisdom, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
So wisdom, and the same for you.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to roll disadvantage. Didn't really take geography classes.
2 berries.
Despite being a nomad, Petra has not came to the land of the Sunken Moon before.
How's that flat modifier doing for you, by the way?
It's better than my previous modifier.
Yeah, that's true. That would have been a demodified one. Okay, so we've got a 5, a 2, a 3, a natural 1, and a 12. Utility Lily, the most that you remember is that you remember hearing about that there was an island off somewhere. You remember like looking up some islands of the closest nearest islands to you, and there is an island not that far from this island called Jotun. But other than that, you don't really know anything about it other than the fact that it's an island not too close from where you currently are. It is a good fraction smaller than the land of the Sunken Moon.
Oop, that went in the wrong way.
2 berries.
Okay, Connor?
Went in the wrong way.
Oof.
Having a drink.
Drinking the 2 berries shots.
Hey, this is, use your accountability now, Connor, and you'd save yourself.
Watermelon. Yum. Alright, I'm good.
Okay, so Utility Lily, you're the only one who really knows about this, and even then, the information is very small and vague.
Okay, so it's just an island somewhere near us. We already kind of knew.
Well, no one else does.
Yeah, no one else does. It's like...
we knew he's in the land of the Sunken Moon and on an island. And that it was called Jotun. I know about as much as that now.
I believe he said Jotun? I think I've heard of a legend about Jotun. Something about a meteor or something. I'm not sure. It's an old tale, anyway. I can't barely remember it myself, so perhaps we need to find out something more about this.
Maybe we can ask the townsfolk.
Perhaps. If they haven't already been... Well, let's just find out what exactly these pirates are doing to them.
Can I look it up on my phone to see what it says about Jotun?
Roll tech. And whilst that's going on, I'm just going to say that your platform is like flying them towards it.
Right.
What exactly do you search up?
Under the Sunken Moon, Jotun Island.
Okay. The Wikipedia, or the Schmikipedia page, that you're able to find out, helps you locate the knowledge of Jotun Island is basically made up like one of the 2 extra twin islands, just about no more than 100 or so miles off of the shore of the land of the Sunken Moon. According to legend and according to folklore, the beliefs are the land of the Sunken Moon and these 2 little islands actually were mountain regions, or very high up regions above the ocean floor, thousands of years ago, and a meteorite fell down and basically created a massive crater that flooded the entire island and basically sunk a huge portion of it, leaving pretty much only 3 islands left. Jotun Island, the land of the Sunken Moon, because again it was named after the meteorite as it looked apparently like a large moon crashing down to Earth. And finally the other one known as Jotun Jail Island, as it was supposedly named 22 years ago after Yol Kaiger took over Jotun Island and also claimed Jotun, the second island, as his own territory, claiming the name to be Jotun Jail Island, spelt Gaol.
Oh, okay. Can I just like explain to everyone what you just said?
Yep.
Basically, yeah.
Does that mean we're following the floating platform, considering we weren't on it?
I mean, it's on the ground, so I'm assuming we all got on it.
Well, it wasn't on the ground, but I'm just going to say that it was. I'm also going to say, just for the sake of brevity, that you did pick up your wrench, because again, it was dropped on the ground, so you went down, picked it up, they got on, and then you got on, and then began flying again. How far up do you want to fly?
Are we trying to be seen?
It's up
Are
to
we
you.
trying to do this stealthy?
Not.
Are we trying to do this stealthy, or are we going to be seen, or...
We
If we're
should
trying to be
probably
stealthy, we might as well just
stealthy.
walk. Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, it's literally over there.
Okay.
Not too far.
I will say the only issue is you don't know how far exactly it is. Because, again,
Not too far.
You haven't gone that far up. And also, just throwing this out there, there's not a very easy wide berth in between all of the trees for the platform to go. So you're either going to have to leave it there, or you're going to have to use it to fly over the trees.
Okay.
I mean, we could just land it on the trees and just come back for it later.
True, but you'd still be landing it on something.
Yes,
I mean, we
and
can
then
just land
you
it
can bring
and
us all
then-
down.
And then we could put in one of the portals.
You
Like,
Yeah.
Anarchy's gone.
Anarchy's gone.
I forgot to tell you.
We didn't think it through! No! We have no storage space anymore! Anarchy, come back!
I need it. Oh, by the way, I also have all your food. I also have all your food. I also have all your food rations. You should have remembered.
Oh my gosh, Anarchy has all the food and rations.
Can I
Yeah.
do something
that's-
very quickly?
Sure.
Tim, what's that?
Can I attempt to pretty much remove the floating device from the pad very briefly? Then I can just see how far we are from the village.
Why do you want to remove the floating device?
Oh, because then I can float upwards.
It won't
So,
float
rather than being
itself.
a
It can
single
only
pad.
float. It can only float itself. The only reason why it can float another object is because that's part of the secondary recipe of the floating platform.
Okay. Okay, we'll just put it. Okay. Well, how about we just get on the platform, see how far we have to go, and then we can decide from there.
Fine. Let's just get there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you get above the trees. I'd say about 20 meters off the ground or so. Roll me perception or investigation.
I will investigation.
Hey!
Dirty 20, nice.
Nice.
17.
Alright, I will
21.
create. I will.
Plus 10.
It's good.
Damn, Bill, you've been getting one above every time someone's rolled with you.
Wow, Rakia is just not doing well today.
It's not Rakia's
Rakia is just. No, it's not a bad. It's bad time. She's just worried about Anarchy.
Felix.
Please.
Perception or
Perception?
insight? Yeah, perception or insight.
Okay.
Another lovely bit of wisdom for you.
Yeah. put getting that flat modifier is really coming in handy here. Cool.
Wow. Okay.
Could I also? Do you think I could roll nerve with the realization that we are missing a lot of our supplies thanks to an
I don't know if
Going away.
I don't know if that's necessarily hit you just yet, but we'll come to that at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, so
My stockpile's at 0 at the moment. I need to
I need an excuse.
take every moment I can to get it up.
Rakia, you sort of see roughly some smoke over the horizon. It can't be any more than like 200 meters away from where you currently are, so that's actually not that far. Utility Lily, you actually notice that like that as well. You also notice that like there's a little bit more of a wide berth. You can sort of smell the smoke as well as see it, and you can also sort of hear a little bit of noise. However, the two of you who got 20 or above, both of you can hear a little bit of gunfire, and a little bit of sort of rowdy noise coming from that distance. So again, it's 200 meters away.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I think we need to get there now.
Well, it won't take us long.
That is true. When you eventually arrive after floating over there, you just get past the trees, and you begin to see into the village, into the town itself. Into the village itself. It's relatively quite small. You see a few people clashing against each other. They look to be all in the roughly same sort of type of dress sense. Roll me an insight, all of you.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, another wisdom thing, but this time it's a -1.
Oh no.
What is happening?
Weirdly,
You've got...
you got weirdly better rolls than Racket. Okay, well, none of you got under a 10, which is good. All of you can tell that most of the people who are clashing and fighting, they're actually sparring and training and messing around. That none of them are trying to kill each other. So it seems. Again, there seems to be about like.
What about the gunfire?
The gunfire. It seems to be in a shooting range, or at least like they set up targets and they start shooting at things. There are every now and again you do see a few people that are very clearly villagers here, and they sort of flinch at the noises of the gunfire, but they don't seem to be. They don't seem to be in any compromising situations.
Well, alarm. Seems people are just training.
However, I will say it is very obvious that no people of the Land of the Sunken Moon are training. It's very obvious that they're all Yolkaiga's pirates, because they're either wearing sort of similar types of getup or, well, animal traits on them, like tails or wings or something.
Ooh. So what's the plan, Cloak?
The plan is to take them down.
I like this plan.
So, there's quite a lot of them. Would it be advisable to throw Felix down there with, his big stomping attacks?
Okay. I need a bit to re-energize, if that makes sense.
Oh, sure.
I can't just go full on out.
Damn, we can't
Okay,
put
well,
Felix just immediately in the danger.
Yeah.
how about two of us go directly in the center and the rest of you flank them, make sure no one gets away.
Ah, good idea. Oh, I could use my Rakia Rush ability.
I don't know what that is.
It's like, I just sort of, not quite, they kind of mimic flailing my arms a bit. You can roll insight as to what that means.
I start dancing all over the place, popping and locking mostly.
Felix gets flashbacks to the time that thing almost killed him in that one fight.
Before we
20
do combat,
on
can
insight.
I do the many things I have to do to get myself ready?
The many things. Okay, what are these many things?
Oh, come like the metal of my wrench, augment myself, and then maybe turn invisible.
So you're already augmenting yourself by the fact that you have super strength and passive healing.
I was going to change the augment so I can do the subject dissemination and use the second augmenting slot to augment the things I would get from changing the 3 stats.
You can just to remember, you can only augment yourself, augment your powers in one way. You can't augment them twice.
No, I know that. Like I'm not augmenting the subject dissemination. I'm augmenting the.
You're augmenting your adaptability.
The adaptation.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
What's your adaptation stats?
What's your second adaptation?
Yeah.
Sorry, second
super
augmentation. So, okay, super strength. Well, roll for that first.
So that's 15, so it'd be 29. Okay, and this is for the augmentation, I think.
Yep. So your
There we go.
body is now steel, and you
And
now
this is-
have some augments. What are your augments? Sorry, your adaptions that you've granted.
Probably strength, wisdom, actually, considering how high I am up, and maybe dexterity.
Okay, so that would give you +1, and then on each, and then thanks to your ability augmenting it, all of them will now have +4. So you'll have +4 super strength, +4 super wisdom, and +4. What was the other one? Sorry.
Dexterity.
Okay, super dexterity, and then obviously thanks to your super strength, you'll also get another +3 on top of that. So you'll have in total +7 super strength.
Dexterity.
Oh, sorry, dexterity. Okay.
Sorry, my mic decided to raise up there.
Okay, so just so I make sure that this, you've used adaptability and augmentation to give yourself super strength, super wisdom, and super con.
Dexterity.
Okay, right. Okay, and so with your augmentation, your secondary augmentation mode, are you augmenting your super dex or your super strength?
Oh, super strength.
Okay,
Super
yeah.
strength.
So it is +7, +7 strength, as I said.
Yeah. And then I'm using my adaptive camouflage.
Okay. I want to remind you, you're still standing right now on top of your carpet. So if you use that right here, right now, you will basically look like, well, your legs will kind of look a bit carpety, and then your upper body will look more like foliage.
Yeah.
Does it not
At
change
least
when I move?
confuse them.
No, it can
So you'll
only
look
be,
like a Christmas tree.
it can only be to the current situation that you're in. It doesn't adapt with you. You have to keep rolling for it. And if it's a new skill, you
So
can
my-
only use
my-
it once.
Adaptive camouflage is more non-adaptive camouflage. Okay,
It's a
I'll leave it for later.
It is adaptive. You adapt to your current environment, but it doesn't just passively change all the time. It's not like perfect invisibility.
No, I'll use it later.
You
Not like the
cheesy
Predator
little shit.
cloak.
Okay, so you're done with that. Right, what's actually going on? So all we've seen so far is Utility Lily doing that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
I don't mind
basically,
jumping there.
you've incited, what the Raki Rush is, and I'm going to tell you the ability for people who've forgotten, because I haven't used it for a very long time. It's a level 10 master skill Strenuous Form. It deals normal damage passively to everyone in melee range for as long as the form is active. And, yeah, basically, it's like, it's like a DPS thing, but it can be quite deadly towards it doesn't discriminate between enemies and allies,
Passive
basically.
damage radius
So
within melee range, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
Again, remembers going unconscious from.
The boat. The
Well,
boat incident
but
again.
is it quite clear that Utility Lily is like, you said you're adapted to the rent, you've got metal, right?
Yeah, her body is now
I mean,
turned into the shade of steel, basically.
Okay, well, since Lily and I can take a hit, and Rakia and Fletcher, you are the most mobile, we'll take the center, you take the sides, and Felix can hang back until he's ready.
Okay.
Just goes and takes a nap.
What about Suzaku?
Pulls up a folding chair. He gets a lemonade.
You know what? You deserve it. You deserve it. You
Suzaku
Felix.
just says,
He worked hard with the first.
as much as I would like to join all of you, I think it would be best if I stay back until I'm absolutely needed. Considering your strategy requires a little bit of stealth as well as a little bit of ambush, it probably would make sense that I hang back and only heal if necessary or attack when necessary. Correct?
Yes, just try to make sure that no one escapes.
I will do.
And remember, Rakia, we're not trying to kill them unless we have to. Their information could be valuable to us.
Also, there
Okay.
are. Just want to point out there are civilians out there. Make sure you are not attacking the civilians. Just be careful.
Especially with that
Yeah.
Rakia rush.
Don't die.
Okay, I won't use the Rakia Rush. I will be precise.
Okay, so the question is how is everyone getting down? Because again, you're 20 meters up in the air.
Oh, I guess we should probably move backwards a bit and then float down roughly out of sight.
Okay.
You know,
In between some of the trees.
yes.
Now, I want to point out, just for those of you who know about this, I'm pretty sure most of you... In fact, all of you got the insight roll, so I can tell you. There are... Visually, there are 6 pirates. There are 4 that are sparring, and there are 2 that are at this little firing range. So there's 6 so far that are visible.
But where's the other one who's not doing anything?
Yeah, so...
Is it 3 sparring and 2 shooting?
I accidentally said 3 and then I said 4, so there's 4 sparring. And then there's 2 that are shooting at the range.
I better ask Cloak as well. It's like, can I have my knives back, please, then, Cloak? If we go for
I'm
a
here.
I need them for this.
Really?
I mean, if you need to pin anyone down as they're running away, I suppose.
Yeah. That's why I asked for the knives and not the whips.
Stay with my daggers.
Not gonna lie, not my first pitch, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
Very well, I will give them their daggers and such.
Okay. You now have your daggers, or however many daggers you had, / gave to him.
2.
Okay. Let's see. What did I do with my daggers? I have only got
Whilst
a
you
few
go through
daggers
that,
here.
does anyone else need anything from the actual thing? Like, do you need a weapon, Fletcher?
I mean, staffs
just
aren't gonna
5
kill
seconds.
anyone.
Depends how you use it, mate.
You can have your stuff. Yeah,
the legs.
can really kill anyone.
Yes, I mean, if I smack them over the skull with them, yeah. But if I'm going for the legs, I can trip they up.
A thought occurred to me. We have guns. Why can't we just shoot them from where we're standing?
Because
Civilians.
trying not to kill them.
Two reasons. A, you're trying not to kill them as has already been stated. And B, not everyone has guns. I think there's only 2 people in the party that have guns, and they're not massively proficient with them.
And then there's some of us who still uphold using such range weaponry.
Mm.
I don't know who that is anymore. Definitely not me.
Well, the other one left.
No.
Left the one.
Okay, if you want your stuff, you can have the stuff. I'm just saying.
I need both.
I don't think
I
you
have
need
2 staffs.
You need
both.
2. I don't
Okay,
think you need 2.
I'll take my original.
Okay, fine. Right, if everyone's called their stuff, then I will say this again. Lily and I will head up the center, basically cause a commotion, take out whoever's in the middle.
Okay.
If anyone runs away, Fletcher and Rakia, your job to chase them down. Before that happens, try and scout around the edges and see if there is anyone else in the area.
Roger.
Okay, now that we've got this, everyone in the party who is going to be doing something straight away, roll me move speed, and whilst they're doing that, Felix, roll me nerve, as this is big scary time.
Big scary time as I sit down in my lunch. That I pulled out of thin air.
Just lying on that carpeted hover floor, and just be like, okay.
Okay.
You're so calm.
You are so calm.
So calm. So it's then it's a D10, I
Yep.
believe, right?
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Okay, so I have 2 points of
Two
stockpile.
berries.
2 berries.
Okay, so
We'll slowly
Good thing it's not a
get back
D20.
up to max.
I just need to get this on here for the party. I'm just going to quickly have a look at this, and then we'll go through this. Okay, so party. Who got the highest and who got the lowest? Let's go
It's
through them.
Lily and then me, so that actually
Yeah.
works.
I'm third.
Okay, so
Actually,
the order I
it's
set it in.
it's you tell Lily then Felix.
I think I did.
Yeah, you got first. You got 28. Felix got 23. Oh wait, that was his calmness.
Yeah, that was me. I'm not in combat.
Got confused.
I'm in combat.
Combat. Okay, right. So Lily, it is your go first. Just to let all of you know, for the sake of positioning, the ones that are more in the centre of this area inside of the village, the ones that are more into the centre of this current location in the village, are the 4 pirates sparring against each other in 2 separate pairs.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay. Who is the closest to us right now?
Well, the closest ones are again just the pairs. The closest that they are is about 20 meters away from you, 25 meters away from you, actually.
Okay. I attempt to leap down, and where I leap
You won't
is
be
like
you won't be
pretty much
leaping
right
down
beside
anywhere.
me.
I want to point out you're behind some
We
trees.
already
You're on
landed.
ground level, yeah.
Okay.
Someone wasn't
Okay, I'll just
paying
walk. I'll
attention.
just rush over
Okay. What's your move
and
speed?
use the Garrison way on one of them.
What's your move speed?
It's more than 20 because I got a +9, so I think it's like 30 or something. It is 32.
Okay. Yep. Roll for it, which I assume is strength.
Yes. I'm going to use my wrench proficiency because it's the higher modifier. I managed to get it, but it still probably fails.
So as you go to swing with this giant thing, the person then just notices you, so you just rush out. Again, I want to point out, not stealthy at all. Your entire body is made out of metal at this point. Clunk, clunk, clunk,
Yeah.
clunk, clunk, clunk. Ah! Trying to swing for him. What happens is he sort of grabs his cutlass blade. What he seems to do is he sort of puts one of his legs backwards. So you miss one of his legs on the first swing. He places the sword in between the actual hole, this sort of hole or the gap in the wrench, and brings it all the way up and swings it up. So he basically does a really weird flick parry, as he's guiding your weapon all the way up. As he does that, he then just goes and stabs into your shoulder. Whether he does any damage or not, that is really just down to how bad or how good this is.
It's very
This is
possible.
why I picked a defensive character to go in the center.
16.
Does 4.
Okay. It stabs into your shoulder and it starts bending the metal-like skin, but it doesn't really pierce it. So yeah, like it hurts, but it doesn't do too much. So just real quick, right here I've got your maximum health is 165 and your vitality is 47, correct?
Actually gone up. Might not have. It's 175 and 49.
Gotcha. Okay, 175.
All right.
Okay. It is now Cloak's turn. Cloak. What is your maximum health?
I think it's 203.
203. Gotcha.
Yes, 203. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
And vitality is 56.
Nice. Okay. It is now your turn.
Okay. I guess I will try to use Scorn
Okay.
first.
I apologise if anyone can hear any humming in the background from my microphone. I've got the fan on because it is so bloody hot. Okay, yep. Scorn of Cloak works.
Is there any? So I know that they're kind of in pairs, right?
Yes.
Is the structure broken up too much by Lily, or did they just kind of shuffle around and start looking at her?
I mean, everyone has now been made aware of her, but none of them have had time to move around yet. So most of them,
Okay.
like the two that are sparring in front of Lily, or were sparring in front of Lily, are paired close together, about like 2-3 meters apart from each other.
Okay. Quick question. If I were to use my drill shot thing with my rope kunai, which is like, the boring
Yeah.
shot, and I procced dual wield, would that do anything, or would it just, do more damage?
It would mean both would separately bore into someone, I guess.
Okay, cool. Is there a way I can line up the two? Because I'm assuming Lily's come between two of them anyway.
You could definitely get the two that Lily is attacking. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and line up a shot and then go for it if I can. Kind of preferably in the sort of wrists or hands or somewhere if I can get it.
Gotcha. Okay. Roll for it.
Let me just check. It's just finesse and then accuracy.
I shall await
Yeah.
until you have rolled for it.
Oh no.
One berry.
So what happens is you go to throw it, and what happens is that you go to throw it, and then it gets tangled on the tip of your finger, and the blade comes back and swings as it stabs into you.
Oh no!
What's your weapons damage?
My weapons damage is
your weapons modifier.
plus 6, plus 5.
I mean, if it's less than +8, it won't do anything to you anyway.
Yeah, it's less than that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it hits you back and it cuts into your clothes, it stabs into your clothes, gets sort of pricked onto it, but it doesn't, damage you due to your scorn. However, that is the end of your turn, as the pirates then just go, "We're being attacked! Ambush! Ambush!" As the one that is in front of you, Lily, goes for another attack with the cutlass. Oh, jeez, natural 20.
Of course.
Well,
I wouldn't.
Is he using strength?
No, he's using his trade modifier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I use my trade. Failed.
Yeah. So he deals.
Yeah.
There we go. 28. So how much does that take off?
12. So 20 minus 12 is 6.
16.
16. Yep. You take 16 points of damage, which actually puts you up to 20 in total that you've taken so far. As he cuts into you, it scrapes and it actually starts scratching the metal, and it actually really, really hurts. Like it's causing. Even though that you can tell, even though that you know your skin is made out of metal, you can tell that it's starting to come up in a horrible mark that may very well be the equivalent of light scratching and bruising.
Fucking ow.
The next one behind him does a weird sort of spinning jump, almost as if he's very light on his feet. As he spins about 3 times in midair, as he's moving, he's sort of almost strafing about 2-3 meters. He then slashes with his sword at nothing. As suddenly you can see the dust picking up as a massive air blade rushes towards you, Cloak.
Oh, interesting. That's not good for him.
No.
Let me see. Yeah, I didn't think that's... Okay, I can react, I suppose.
Yes, you can.
I guess predictive... Yeah, predictive will's active, isn't it?
If that's part
As
of
well.
Scorn of Man, yes.
Yes.
Yes, then in that case, whatever you do will be an advantage on reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, in that case, I guess I'll just try and dash right into him and counter that.
Okay, that would
yeah.
be acrobatics then, so that would be acrobatic reaction.
Yeah. Acrobatics. 25, I think.
25. Yeah. So as you dash towards him, you get hit by the blade. As you try to dash, it still hits you.
It was 26, right?
Hmm.
Because my deflective strike roll is 26 as well.
Is deflective stroke part of that ability?
Yes, it is.
Ah, well, in that case, it does hit you, and it stops you from doing anything. It stops you from moving, but it disperse and dissipates as it hits you. That is the end of your turn, as it now comes to Rakia and Fletcher.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to stealth around those edges.
Okay.
I think.
Are you going more towards the gunman, or are you just going off in separate directions, both of you?
I'll probably go towards the gunmen.
Yeah, you go towards the gun. Well, you can't. You know, if you get hit by the bullets, it won't be so bad because you can just go intangible.
Yeah. I don't want you getting shot again.
Oh, I'll be okay, but you be okay too. Just make sure that you're activated.
I will. Take care.
Okay, bye.
As the two of
See you soon.
If the two of you split off, I want to point out the gunmen are about 35 meters away. They have been made alert of the situation, but obviously they're not currently alert of you guys.
They're a bit distracted.
So, Rakia, what would you like to do during your turn?
Well, I don't want to kill them, and I got my knives. So anybody potentially trying to run away, or run towards to attack our main group, I would like to put a knife in each of their, throw a knife in each of their legs to disable them so they can't run.
Okay.
Not to kill, just to disable them.
There are still the two sparrows that are now sort of they're now pointing towards these two. They're not aware of you, obviously, at the moment. They're about 20. They're about like 40 meters away from you, because they're a lot further back than the other two. And on top of this, they are not only are they unaware of you, but also they are. It looks like they would be sort of going towards the two after whatever's going on right now during these turns.
I think that's actually perfect because there's two of them. I can get a knife in each of their legs with combo throw.
Okay.
You know, just one in one of their legs, and another in the other one's leg.
Gotcha. All right. Would you like to roll for that?
All right, I shall. Yeah, sorry, I didn't get 6, 8, 16. All right, here we go. Come on. All right, that's 1.
Okay, so I have to react against this first. That is a 26, so that does not work.
Okay.
As he just sort of like bashes it away with his sword.
All right, the other one. Try okay, because that was a combo throw.
Yep.
Yeah, come on, baby. Wow.
2 berries. Oh, just 1 over.
So I got 14. Because again,
Oh no, I got an 18 though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I got a 14, so that still works.
Yeah.
So
I forgot it was disadvantage.
Okay.
Is this just to deal damage, or is this for an injury? Sorry.
Injury to stop them. Yeah, basically. So one of them is the horn knife, and the other one was my good Fulgur dagger.
What'd you get? You got an 18. I got 5 plus 7. That's 12. Yeah, that's 1 under. That's fine. Okay. He does get stabbed in his leg. The weapon itself does get actually lodged in his leg. The only thing is that it hasn't actually caused a proper injury yet. However, if it is tampered with or removed, he has to roll again just to see if he has actually caused like an actual bleed ailment after the knife is removed.
Okie dokie.
That is the end of your turn, as it's now Fletcher's turn.
Alright, first things first, activate.
You are now intangible, sir.
And I start sweeping towards the area that the shooters were, but staying on the outskirts of town.
Right, I am assuming, just for the sake of this, I am assuming that you are at least able to see.
Yes,
Okay.
I am currently able to see. I'll also take hearing.
Okay. So you pass through that. What's your move speed?
Now that I'm intangible, it is, let's see, 26 plus 6, that is,
32.
I think we say it's 29? Or, yeah, 32.
Okay.
I forgot that we had it whenever it's rolled.
So you got 32. So when you so you can get fairly close to them, but you won't be able to get close enough before wasting your first action to get close enough to hit one of them, like to physically hit one of them.
Okay. Alright. Can I see them?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I can see them, but I can't physically hit them with my staff.
No. You can. You just to get close enough to do so, you would use up your first action, and then hitting them would use your last action up, because obviously because they're just outside of your movement speed, in the terms of range.
Can they see me?
Not right now, no.
Okay, could I do phase cannon?
Do you have an object to use phase cannon on?
Yes, a stone dagger.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna shoot one of them.
Okay. Natural one. You hit him. Roll damage.
Okay. trying to remember what the phase cannon's damage is. There.
Okay. Nice. Yep.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna hit them in the leg.
Okay.
Your choice of which.
Doesn't really matter. It hits into them. That's all that there is. It does some damage. That happens. That is the end of that is the end of your turn since that was an attack. It's now it's now these guys' turn. So these two gunmen have now just been made aware of your presence. As the two of them begin to look at your direction, they begin to open fire. So I'm now rolling for both of them at the same time. It's up to you if you wish to react to both, or using one roll, or react to both using two separate rolls. Either way, you need to be a 20 and a 14.
I'm going to be cheeky and I'm gonna roll for both. Roll for just the one to do both.
Okay.
Let's hope this doesn't bite me. Yeah.
So you, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but the bullets are fired and you immediately dodge past both of them. If you were close enough, you would have been allowed a counterattack. As you sort of dodge past both of them. Both of the bullets, they're now currently able to see you as you're sort of like, I'm assuming that you're like halfway up, like, because obviously you have to phase through something to be able to do so. So I'm assuming that you're like halfway up in, like, sort of waist deep in the ground.
I'm but a torso.
As it's now
You can't stop me.
This is now the turn of these other two guys. One of them, Rakia, one of them looks off in the direction where he got stabbed by. As he just goes, "Oh, screw this!" Doesn't bother with his sword, puts his hand up and shoots a beam of light towards your direction.
Okay. I guess I shall dodge that.
Roll for it.
Okay, here we go. Dodge. Yo!
No power.
Oh, as you dodge the attack perfectly. As it is now the other guy's turn. As he's looking around just like, I didn't see him. Where are they? He then realizes where, sort of like when his mate finally shoots off a beam of light, it shows you just the shadow of you just sort of dodging the light beam as it lights up the sort of the forest for a few seconds. As then he then just what he seems to do then is he just freaking yeets his sword like as if it's a boomerang as it just starts spinning. And now I have to roll something, so that would be... I'll do it this way. 2d20 plus 10. Okay. Yep, okay. As he throws the sword and it starts spinning, as it now becomes a rotating blade, as it now just launches its way all the way towards you, as you now have to dodge a flying sword.
Oh, here we go. I shall try and dodge this flying sword.
Just real quick, what are you rolling for? I know it's a dexterity thing, but what specifically are you rolling for?
I was in evasion,
Okay.
I would think. Or I could do acrobatics if that would be better. I prefer with evasion,
I'm
though, I
fine
would
with
say.
either, I just need to roughly know what
It's
to do.
your choice.
Yeah, it is entirely your choice.
Yeah, it is just choice. Let me just check something real quick. In case this goes wrong.
In case this goes wrong.
Okay, right, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, here we go. Evasion.
You have to beat a 28, and you did perfectly. As again, it just as it just cuts through a tree and just the tree falls down. As it is now the turn of Lily once again.
Great. I'm going to, for my first action, use Extreme Adaption, which I forgot to do,
Okay.
and use that for physical damage. So now I'll have 22 points of physical damage resistance.
Nice, nice. I like it.
And then I will, instead of the Garrison way, I use the knockout smack.
Okay.
And hopefully it will actually hit something. No, it's failed.
Again, does the same thing. He knocks your weapon away and then just slashes at you this time, rather than stabbing at you. I mean, I don't see any point in me rolling for this, but I shall do so nonetheless. Look at all that damage he's not doing. As, like, at this point, it like, hits you and it just tings off. Dink. As it is now the turn of Cloak.
Yeah, I'll roll to maintain.
Yep.
Well, doesn't look like we're performing too well today. Guess we didn't get enough sleep.
You know what the weird thing is? It's
Maybe
still
we
the same day. It's
I know.
It's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon as well. Like.
Meanwhile, Felix is over there taking his nap.
Hopefully you can sleep through the beam of lights.
Perhaps those previous errands took it out of me a bit. Okay. Right. So there are. I guess I could. Is there any way I can line up these two guys again in some way?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I will attempt again.
Roll for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Accuracy.
The highest I got is 24.
Yes.
Yep. You hit through.
And
you hit both of them.
okay.
Roll
Nice.
damage. Do I have to roll for an injury?
Yeah. So it's basically the first one. So I'm rolling, for the attack on the first. Well, the attack is for both of them, but I'm assuming because one is behind, the other is like.
Yeah, they both take injuries.
Don't roll. Okay. Yes. Fair enough.
I just did it do 4d20s rather than just doing 2 separate d20s.
Damn.
Yeah.
They got absolutely hurt.
I would expect so.
Highest I got was a 9.
I just have to remember what my damage is.
A lot.
Hang on. I have it written down.
Enough to make me concerned.
Okay. So it's
That'd be
plus 5,
hilarious
plus 4.
if you do more damage than their health allows, and it would just be bloody brilliant. It's like, no, remember, no killing.
No, they won't
two
die
people.
from this.
I don't know. The injuries are pretty freaking
Double
bad, dude. Double kill. Triple kill. Kill-tacular.
What?
Kill
Killing
and
spree.
Jaro.
Kill apocalypse.
Kill Apocalypse. I love that one.
Yes.
Running rampant.
Running riot.
Unstoppable.
Impossible.
I believe it is that 8.
Intangible.
Any day, mate.
Yeah, sorry, man.
And we haven't even gotten to an RK yet.
Meanwhile, in the Fortress of Doom.
You know what? I'll
Right.
just do this. This is fine.
Write
shouldn't
this
kill
down next time. Like, just keep all of these separate so that you can copy and paste them. Okay.
Yeah, right. I've written down my
This is an injury.
lay damage.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, yeah. That also then adds an injury, which I think the injuries are. Well, one of them is 8 and the other one is 9, so they're both taking the same types of injuries. I think that's a d10 each. Actually, no, it's based on your roll, which was 32. Their rolls are 5, so it's 30. So we got 10,
Low hands.
15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's 9. I think they're losing their hands, yeah. They just straight up lose each hand, respectively. One loses the hand with the cutlass, the other one loses the other hand as it drills through. One guy tears off the arm off the wrist, the other one gets it right on in the middle of his arm as it like stabs right through, and it just completely buggers his arm up. As they're now going to be taking D12s every single rotation. So here's one, so that's that guy's damage of the bleeding, and here's another guy's damage of the bleeding. So lovely, there we go. As they're both like screaming out, dude, what kind of guy just takes off the guy's arm? Steel yourself! Damn it, that hurts. We must not give up.
Oh, I'm sorry. You did realize this was a fight, right?
Brutal.
Just completely like challenging him. Do you dare bring my honour into question, sir? Of course not. I'm denying its existence in the first place. Okay, so as that happens, like this one guy's arm is completely just destroyed. The other one, his arm is like just a massive chunk has been taken out, like as if he'd been shot by like a very high caliber round. It is now both of these guys' turns. As the guy who's like still got basically the first guy who it went through, his hand is completely destroyed, so he's no longer attached to the rope, unlike the other one. So he just like goes there, he looks as in between both him and Lily is his weapon. Now I'm going to say this, he's going to go and pick this up. Lily, you are allowed to roll for a reaction. If you fail against this reaction, though, he can attack you without you having a reaction on your turn. So it's up to you.
Am I allowed to do any of the special attacks, or just a straight up attack?
Unless if you can do them reactively, no.
With tradesperson, you're allowed to do it reactively, aren't you?
Have you got tradesperson?
Yes.
Okay, you can indeed roll for that.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to do the knockout hit.
Okay.
And hopefully one of my attacks will actually hit for...
Come
on!
Come on!
He picks it, as he swing for it, it just goes right over his head as he grabs the sword, and he now just slashes at you. As he does so...
It does nothing.
More than likely, yeah. Scratch. Just a...
Nothing.
As it does. Nothing. As it's now the other guy's turn. He's got the, his arm is just, completely mashed, but the kunai and the rope is still attached to it. As he takes his sword, and it seems to cover itself in, a massive, force of wind, as he goes to attempt to chop the, chop at the rope.
That is so rude.
Oh, rude.
24.
Okay.
You're allowed to react since you're still...
this?
You can roll finesse, roll labor, roll kunai.
I
don't know.
could do my, yeah, I guess I could technically roll acrobatics, pull myself over there and smack him.
You'd have to do the I'm gonna get over there as a reaction.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'm coming over there.
I'm coming over there. Okay. Are they both with advantage? Or...
I'm gonna say yeah, just for the sake of speeding this up. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So that's a 30. And that is a 28. Okay, yep. So, yeah, you're definitely hitting him. So
there we go, getting into the swing of things.
As his sword is about to come down, just in the few sort of almost frames of the sword about to hit into the rope, your foot flies and kicks him in the head. Now you don't do the kunai damage, but you will do your melee damage. So just roll for that.
Good thing I have it. Copy and paste.
Yes, as everyone should. I'm just throwing this out there. Definitely have your damage copied and pasted.
The problem is, I have several damage types. I can't have them all.
Don't worry, Joe. We have it pinned.
We do indeed. We do.
We have to change it like every other session, but you know.
I've also realised that there's actually a few things that I still have yet to write for yours.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not in combat at the moment then.
Yes, for whatever reason. Okay, he doesn't take an injury, but that doesn't really matter because he's knocked out cold immediately with that kick, as it's now the turn of Rakia.
Right. These two guys who've fired some light beam. Well, one of them's fired a light beam at me. Don't like that. The other one's gotten, saw blade at me. Don't like that either. So I am with the guy who did the light beam.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to do, I'm going to throw my animite dagger, at him to again. To do a bit of damage to him.
Just real quick, didn't you say that you took only 2 daggers from Cloak?
No.
Oh.
I've got all my daggers.
Oh, okay.
I took 2 daggers because I only had the 2 stone.
That's it.
Yeah, that was you. That was you.
That was the
daggers.
confusion. Okay.
Yeah, I only took the daggers, didn't take any of the other weapons.
You also didn't tell me how many daggers you have. How many?
Oh, sorry, I thought I did. Yeah, okay. So, I got 2 that I've thrown at them. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 daggers.
Okay. So you're going to throw the animate dagger at the guy with energy beams, yep?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. And then, but I will do a combo for. I'll do the animite, dagger at, light beam guy, and the great Fulgur dagger at the other guy.
Okay, roll it.
Combo throw, baby. First one, animite. Come on, please. Oh, come on, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. And then the next one. Okay. And I just realised this guy doesn't actually have a weapon. Because he just threw his only weapon at you. So...
Oh, he just threw his only weapon at me. Oh, yeah. Well.
So I...
Well, looks like he'll be needing a new one. Good thing you're handing him one. Through the air.
Yeah. Actually, thank you. Yes, thank you for reminding me that. Reminding me of that.
Shit.
Okay. That's fine.
Alright, that's my great Fulgur dagger at him.
So you threw that at him, that stabs into him, roll for that damage, and I'm going to now roll for this guy's damage, as he's hitting you with his energy damage.
Okay, so that's like 66.
Okay, so Rakia...
Because I've done it.
So Rakia, just so I know this, your maximum health is...
Okay. 195.
Yep, okay.
That is correct, yeah. 66 plus 5. And 1d10 of lightning.
Gotcha. Roll for it.
Oh, yeah, you're done. Just adding it up. Wow, okay. Neat.
Very underwhelming.
That's 7 is lightning.
Okay. So, that stabs into him. Doesn't break his vitality, but it does actually stab into him and sort of tase him for a bit. However, when you get hit by that light beam, as you're throwing the other dagger, you also notice that when, the beam, was fired back, it hits your dagger. The dagger itself, you have no idea where it is. For all you know, it's probably just
is it gone?
Completely destroyed.
Oh, no!
Yep.
Aww.
As it's now Fletcher's turn.
Okay. question for instinctive will.
Mm-hmm.
Does it last, or is it just a quick, like, pulse?
When activating it lasts for the whole rotation.
Okay. I'm going to do instinctive will.
Okay. Roll willpower and then roll perception. And both need to be a 10.
Okay,
Or above.
come on.
Nope.
That was a 2. 2 minutes! Alright, I struggle.
That's one
and-
action gone.
Alright, I just charge the closest one and I go for a sweep attack.
Okay.
What the?
So what he does is he fires a shot at you so perfect that even though you know that you're intangible to it, there's a certain instantaneous second that you hesitate, and in this hesitant moment, the bullet goes right through you. It doesn't do any damage, but it stops you from attacking, and that's the end of your turn.
Oh, that was so loud I thought I was getting shot, but I forgot I can't get shot.
As it's now the turn of these guys. As they look down at you, look back at their guns, and then they just go, "Ah, screw this!" as they begin running away. Because of this,
It's your job.
because of this, they are running away. Because of this, you're allowed to react to them due to the fact that they are well within your distance now, and obviously they are running away from you. So attack of opportunity. So action of opportunity at this point. You can either attack them or do something within this turn.
Am I able to use my abilities?
Yes.
Okay, can I phase crush through both of them?
Since Phase Crush is only specifically designed for one target at a time, no.
Aww. What?
I do believe that you have an ability that allows you to dart through multiple people, though, don't you?
Yeah, is it in the OG powers, perhaps?
No, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
one of your later abilities.
That doesn't sound like an ability I have.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I only have the ability to roll SPMA reactively.
Okay. So are you going to let them run away, or...?
I'm gonna shoot the one I shot in the leg before, and the other leg with the other dagger.
Okay. Roll for it.
And, I don't suppose I could do this one for injury?
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright. What? These rolls!
You had a 15 modifier and a 5 modifier, and I still got a higher roll than you. What is going on?
Wow.
This is unbelievable.
It's entertaining if nothing else.
As you fire that dagger off, it goes off into the distance, completely missing him. As that's the end of your turn, or that's the end of your possibility of the reactive actions. As it's now the other enemy's turn, the one who's shooting energy beams is going to again fire another one off in your direction, Rakia.
Okay, well,
That's a natural one.
that
So he puts up his hand
Well-
like as if he's about to do it again. Doesn't work.
well, I'm afraid that was a bad decision. Because you took away my knife. That was my favorite knife.
I got a natural 20 reactively, and I destroyed that Huskodian girl's dagger. And then Raki's just sitting on the couch in the next scene. And I took that personally.
Yeah, it is. It's like, that's when I knew he had to die. So
Peace was
no,
never
but
an
yeah,
option.
basically,
That's why I
Yeah, basically-
removed his arms.
I'm straight up because he's like the most liability. I'm gonna try and just like dart out of the shadows and do my nerve pinch knockout on him.
I want to point out you're 45 meters away from this guy. You don't
Damn it.
have that reactive distance.
Actually, he's coming out of his hands, right?
Yep.
Well, since he's raised up his hand, with my final dagger, I am going to, just absolutely just stab off his hand. Just
Again,
straight up throw it at his head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
throw it at his head, that's okay.
Reactive throw then.
Yeah, reactive throw. So, is that a plus? So can I do my 16 plus modifier? Is
no,
that
you cannot, no.
Yeah.
That's-
just by 10,
it's
okay.
Same with reactive strike, reactive slash, reactive anything. You can't.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, here we go. There we go. Reactive knife, baby. Come on.
Yay!
Yep. I don't know why
Just
we're so
stab into his
surprised. Is that for injury or damage?
I'm gonna go with injury.
Okay. Okay, so that's 7, 13. You're up to 20, so that's 2, so yeah, he'll take an injury. D6 for D6, so for the next 2 turns he'll be taking a D6 of bleed. He takes 6 points. Jeez, okay, there we go.
Shouldn't have held your hand up. Shouldn't have destroyed my favourite knife.
That's literally how his powers work. As now, it is the other guy's turn. As what he seems to do is he's just screaming, like, God damn it, that really freaking hurts. As the other guy just goes up to him, and is like, "Oh, quit your whinging!" Grabs the knife, pulls it out of his hand, and throws it back at you.
Oh, man.
Okay, so 23.
Okay, so like, can I do yeah, okay. I'll try evading that.
Okay.
Even so, it's not too bad because I've got a lot of health, hopefully, and it's not
Rough,
it's not
put her in the
something
air.
special. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Yeah, I did it.
23.
Yeah, I did it.
I only got 23.
Oh yeah, 23. So that's fine. That's
So you
fine.
dodged
Okay.
it as it goes through. It goes into a tree and it just blows a chunk out of the tree past it again, like as if a high caliber bullet just tore through it. As it is now to an arcade. An arcade. We come to the point where it's just like, you see this guy say to you, sure, blink, he disappears, reappears next to you holding you, thing, and then disappears again, as you're now just for some reason, you're just on a beach. This guy holding your shoulder.
A nice vacation home.
This is Jotun Island. Welcome to the base of operation.
Oh, cool. Do I get a personal tour?
Something like that. Follow me.
Yes.
You start walking to like this, what seems to be like a large sort of, almost like a town, loads of buildings and stuff like that. People are like staring at you as they like walk in, and there's this huge sort of castle made out of like a hollowed out, what seems to be like a large hollowed out cave. Like cliff face and stuff. As you get towards it, the entrance is just massive. It's just like, basically it's the size of a building, this entrance. This great big archway. As you then just see like water begin shaping in front of you as a person stands before you that you don't recognize. As he's got like a very big beard, blue like sort of tailcoat, sort of like a blue bandana over his head, and he's sort of like dressed quite nicely as well underneath the coat. As he just goes, "What have you brought for us this time, Blinkback?" This guy says that he wants to fight the boss. And I thought, well, that must be suicide. That is what it is. So, laddie, what's your name? As he just gets very uncomfortably close to you.
Well, nice to meet you too. My name's Anarche. Man, you're very, very close, aren't you?
Anarche.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
your name. Your white hair suggests that you're not human. We like that around here. Those that aren't human.
I mean, technically, I'm an interdimensional alien, but yes.
He then looks at
I'm also
his
not-
eyebrows raise, and he sort of does the Shaq face as he rotates over to Pete. Well, did you hear that, Petey? This boy is an interdimensional alien from another universe. That is fascinating. But the only problem that I have right now is why you want to fight our captain.
Why does everyone say that? Is it that outlandish?
Considering that he is the creature that is known as the strongest in the world, it is pretty outlandish for you to think that you can fight him without anyone thinking that that is quite the task. After all, most of us...
I mean, it's definitely the task, but that's why I want to do it. Wouldn't be fun otherwise.
He then puts his finger...
Yeah, if I die, I die. I can't
He
really
puts his
do much.
rather grubby finger in front of your face. Don't interrupt me, lad. Trust me. He then puts it down. If you want to see the captain, you're going to have to show a bit of respect. If you want to fight him, well, I hope that you've got all your affairs in order.
I believe so. Also, what is respect around here? I imagine it's not like fancy bowing and stuff.
Trust me. As long as you don't cut any of us off or disrespectfully insult us, then I think you'll get along just fine around here.
That last one's gonna be hard, but I'll try.
Very well. You'll see many people of vice around here, but blink back. Bringing someone, an outsider, from the land of the sunken moon to here directly must have put your balls in a vice for you to do that. No, you just, persuaded me. Persuaded! We shouldn't be taking bribes or persuasions from the outsiders just because they say they want to have a look around. Get out of my sight. And you, be on your best behaviour.
Sure.
He then walks, aside as he just walks past you. As the two of you enter this large cave, as it's filled with all sorts of incredible sort of treasures, like tons and tons of just gold coins and silver coins, some from the land of the sunken moon because you've recognized it, some from a country that you've never seen before, and then just actual stars, like metallic stars just all over the place, riches, tons of gems and all sorts of things. And inside there is just a few, what seem to be just a few weapons strewed across the place as well. Inside, as you go further and further, the lights change from just, regular sconces that are ablaze to now strange objects that seem to glow in the dark, perfectly illuminating this place, as if they're electric lights. As you get further in, you see now on this pile of gold and all sorts of things that are shiny and silver, you see what seems to be quite a few women just lying there on this pile of gold, this mountain of gold.
Well, that seems really uncomfortable.
I guess the captain isn't here. Well, I guess we tried. Time to take you back home.
No, I'll just wait.
You then just hear a sort of weird rumbling noise as amidst this large mountain just sticks out a couple of very large, sharp spikes, and then eventually the entire thing shifts as these women begin to awaken and they slide down as the gold peels away from this person, revealing a very large, 5-meter tall man just standing with a huge beard. Some of the gold pieces and silver pieces are stuck in his beard, and he is massive. As he looks at you, the eyes of almost like tiny little abysses, but with piercing, glowing in the dark orange eyes, teeth as sharp as a shark's, and those 2 spikes are horns from his forehead. As he stands, he is very tanned, and he looks down upon you as you barely come up to his kneecap.
Joe, I'm transformed still because I have the white hair.
Yes.
So what do I sense from this man? Is he the most powerful aura I have detected while being here?
This man's energy is beyond anything that you've seen before, in this world at the very least. His willpower is an essence that is on par with almost everyone else that you've met that is supposed to be a big deal, but there's something else about him. His body looks as if it has been fully and physically trained in a way that you've never quite seen. There's something about his powers as well. They're definitely powers that enhance his physical strength, but it seems like as if they're not even doing half of the lifting, so to speak. This thing, there's something else about him. You can't quite put it on him. He's not a superhuman, and he's definitely no Omegan. And it's not as if he has any more than one power. He also definitely does not look Huskonian, and he does not sense it from any kind of ounce. His powers don't work in the same way as they do. As he looks at you, a large sort of snort as he breathes out a very big sort of sigh as it sort of blows like a gust of wind throughout this entire cave.
Man, he's really tall.
He then looks down, grunting, and sort of like shuffles his hand through the gold and piles of money to then eventually get a giant gourd out. This huge gourd he then slams down in front of the 2 of you. It is as tall as you are. He then uncorks it and begins drinking from it. Some splashing down his face and through his beard. One stream is actually thick enough to actually move one of the gold pieces as it falls down, clinking in front of you as it hits your boot.
I just kick it back into the pile.
He then places the cork back in, and he then slams it back down on the ground. No. Who might you be?
Oh, well, I am Anarche. That is my name. I guess where I come from doesn't really matter, unless you want to know. But the main thing is, I want to fight you.
There is a few gasps from the women around. And you can even sense, in the energy of the guy who's standing next to you, sort of almost like a temptation of fainting in this guy's soul. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he actually said that. I thought he was just here for jokes or something like that. You don't know what he was thinking, but at the very least, it's that thing of even he's surprised, even though that you've told him very much what you were intending to do. He looks at you, just for a bit, and then he smiles as you can see all of his sharp teeth. And you want to fight me?
Indeed.
And why would that be, my lad?
Well, you are supposedly the strongest creature, and I thought, hey, that'd be quite a bit of fun. Maybe it'd be something that finally kills me. Not that I'm particularly looking to die per se, but hey, it sounds like it wouldn't be a bad way to go out if I did. So,
roll me charm
a bit of fun
with advantage. Considering this is completely the truth. This is exactly who Anarche is.
Alright. Just straight 2d20s. when I can get to the bottom. Here we go. Natural 20.
He smiles and laughs. It starts shaking the entire place. Tidal waves of gold begin to even out the plains around you. I like you. And you want to fight me. Are you
Indeed.
sure you're not here to join our crew? I could do with someone just as funny as you on our side.
Well, maybe if you beat me into submission, I'll think about it. And hey, maybe the brain damage might change me a bit.
Well, you are quite different to the most that I see lying around here. So, who brought you here anyway?
Well, that fine chap did. The man who's... you're alright, dude.
So he then just immediately gets on all fours and then immediately prostrates himself in front of him. I'm so sorry. Please, sir. There's just Captain. I brought him here because that he said that he wanted to fight you, and I thought that what better way of proving his silly notions wrong than showing this exact situation. Please, sir. Please don't kill me. And why exactly would I kill you just because you brought me some entertainment? Afternoon fight club isn't exactly on my agenda, but it's nevertheless welcome in this place. So, Anamon, child, not seen much of your people in quite some time. You're not from around here, as you said, which is good, because I can tell you don't have that hatred in your eyes. So that must mean that you're telling the truth. You're not looking to die, you're just looking for a good fight. If it kills you, so be it. And after everything that I've seen, it's actually pretty nice to see someone actually want more than just to execute me. So, where you want to do this then, Mr. Anamon, child?
Well, I feel like if I'm maybe gonna die, I feel like I at least want it to be somewhere nice. So, where's a good spot on your island?
The beach right outside isn't too bad. So
Sounds good. We could... Sorry, well, I was just gonna say, we could start a festival for everyone, make it an entertaining thing.
Roll me charisma again.
Oh, wait, age smacked me.
I mean, you got this far.
17.
Very well. You teleporter. That is exactly your job. Now go! Tell them that there's gonna be a festival and the captain's fighting someone. What is your name again, lad? Just so I remember it.
Anarche.
Well then, Anarche. Welcome to my island. And I hope that you're ready to fight me. As we now return to the party. It's now Lily's turn. So Lily, the guy in front of you is still... both of the guys are still very much... Actually, no. The guy in front of you is still very much alive, but missing a hand, and he's now got his sword back. Cloak is next to you, and he has just knocked out one of the guys.
Okay. For the third time, I'm going to attempt to knock him out. Go attempt to use the knockout strike.
Okay.
He's going to get 22, 23, no doubt. Let's see.
29.
All dead.
As he deflects your attack again and goes in for a slash. I'm not going to bother rolling because I think we already know that he can't do any damage to you.
Yeah.
It does nothing!
It's not even the right
It's
character.
not good. A special now, when they said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's now
Oh, well.
Cloak's turn. Cloak.
How many left?
Technically, almost all of them. It's just you've knocked out one.
I've knocked out one, but the other one's not looking too hard, is he?
No. The one that you destroyed his hand, yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. I mean, I might as well finish him off, but not kill him.
Fair play.
I will roll to maintain.
Roll to maintain.
Yes. Yeah, I'm enjoying using my rope kunai. So yeah, I guess I'll try and use the drill shot again, but try and just use it through his leg this time.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure I didn't get a natural one.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fine. Okay.
Okay, so I got a 14. What was your highest roll? 30. Yeah. That tunnels through both of his legs.
Nice.
As it just goes through both of his legs. There's no argument here. A minimum he's taking is a D12 or a D10. But either way, both of his legs are just down, as he can no longer walk. As he's now lying on the floor, just screaming as he is now bleeding, and I now have to roll 3d12s as he is bleeding from his hand and from his legs. Yep. Okay. And that actually knocks him out. That finishes him off.
Nice.
Theoretically, probably has killed him as well. To be fair. As those
Suzaku!
those two enemies are down. As Felix, we now come to you and Suzaku. You're just sort of chilling out, just waiting to see if there's anything in particular that you guys need to do.
Yeah, Felix is probably meditating, just to,
Pass the time.
the longer,
at this point.
yeah, staying calm. The more you can stay just calm, the more you can build up a stockpile.
Fair days. Roll me, I guess, perception with. Actually, do you have instinctive will?
Let me check. Where would that be?
That would be under willpower of the mind.
It doesn't look like I do.
Fair enough. Roll perception with disadvantage.
Okay.
I shall attempt to roll as well.
That's a free.
Fair enough. Okay. Yep. Suzaku is just sat there, just sort of saying, "I wonder if they need any help." Well, neither of them have sent the signal, so I guess they don't. But perhaps we could. No, we need to stay with the lily pad, and I guess there could be another couple of problems there. If we leave it, we'd lose our only form of transport. What do you think, Felix? As he says this, you feel a very strange, cold, metallic press against your head, and then a click. Roll me nerve.
Okay.
You're keeping perfectly calm.
Go ahead and roll that d10.
Hey, 12 points in total. You're keeping perfectly calm, but yes, you feel like as if this might very well be a gun pressed against the back of your head. Now, here's what's going to happen. You are going to let go of all of your friends. You're going to tell them to hold off, otherwise I'll blow your brains out. Oh, and you. I wouldn't do it, Samurai. I don't know what your abilities are, but it doesn't really matter. If I blow his head off, he ain't coming back from anything. You ain't going to save him, so here's the deal. You're going to call off your mates, and maybe we just all get fine and dandy. I won't kill too many of them.
Felix will take a deep breath. Could I try and bulk up?
Yeah, sure. Roll for it. Now, this is the part where you can roll either with your SP or SPMA modifier.
What is my SPMA? It's currently at 7, so I will take that.
That's fair.
Considering I only have to get a 10 to bulk up.
You begin to bulk up, and with 12 points, that would mean that everything has plus 6. As you bulk up, he's like sort of quite startled at this. Roll obviously your willpower.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I don't punch him.
You succeed. As he just goes, screw this, as you can tell, like he just from the noise he's about to shoot, you're allowed to react. How would you like to react?
I just straight up slap. Just slap him. Give him a good old slap.
Okay, roll hand to hand.
Yep.
Backhand.
Where's my hand to hand?
I think that is a d20 plus 10 since you're level 10 in hand to hand.
Yeah.
And then obviously you just need to look at the damage that you can deal with your plus 6 super strength.
Oh.
Yes, he's getting smacked.
Oh, Daddy is here.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you disappoint me, boy.
Okay, so roll damage.
Okay, like I remember. So we currently
Plus
fine.
6 strength, so it would be.
Let me open up our DMs. Plus 6. 2d12 and a d10 plus 11.
No, actually, it would just
correct?
be. I think it would just be 2d12s now.
Okay.
It would be 2d12s plus 16.
All right. $35.
Jeez, okay. Yeah, as you, turn around just as quickly as he's about to shoot, you punch him in the face. He fires a shot, but his hand has already, gone up. As you notice, his hand is actually just some kind of gun. As it seems as though he's shapeshifted, part of his arm into an actual firearm. As, when you punch him in the face, his hand goes up and the gun is fired. As it just makes a very loud noise. As you send him back a couple of meters, as he's just holding his face. Doesn't seem to have broken his vitality, but it seemed very close to however much he can handle.
All right. Did the gun actually hit me or anything?
No.
Okay.
It just fired upwards, so it made a big noise, but that was about it. It didn't hit you, didn't damage you, didn't even hit in your direction. As it is now your turn, since that was a reaction.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I guess why don't I try and stomp specifically on his arm, trying to snap it in half.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Damn!
Roll. Jeez. Roll strength.
Okay, so
By
that's
aiming now.
I think that's plus 12. Yeah.
this,
Can Felix be now?
plus 12. You
Yeah,
said?
because you have plus 6 thanks to your 20 strength, and you also have plus 6 thanks to your super strength.
Yeah. All right, 26.
Okay. So as you go to stand on him, he does sort of move out of the way just quickly enough to put the gun underneath your chin and fires the gun. As he does so, he deals any damage. So you'd have 12 damage resistance if I'm correct.
Yep. And then does my steel plate would add 10 physical resistance?
Was this guy Bushwhacker?
Not to. He wouldn't. No, it wouldn't be added to this.
Okay.
Okay, so that's actually 17, sorry, so it's because it's +1. It does... it does 5 points of damage. Now, just as a reminder, your health is 131, and your vitality is 40, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so the damage you're currently taking is 5. I'll actually put in brackets here, actually, because I think it's 52 vitality, actually. Whilst you're in this mode.
Good.
As everyone has been now made aware that there is a sound of a gun being fired twice, but nobody really knows where it's coming from. It sounds roughly like the area that you just came from. As a few people sort of stop fighting for a second and wonder what exactly that is, as it now comes to the point where it's now Rakia's turn.
Well, can I take this? I mean, is my knife in this tree destroyed, or is it still okay?
It actually went through the tree, so you actually don't know where the knife is right now.
God damn it. Well, I guess they're gonna catch these hands, aren't they?
Okay.
You know. Yeah, so, I'm just going to do, a dash, and then just a straight punch. I don't want to do the extremity whip, because it might hurt them real bad. So, I'm gonna do that to light beam guy, because he's been the most annoying.
Okay. I'm just going to have to roll something. I need you to roll me an evasion beforehand, because you are so far away that it breaks... that you break through your movement speed again just to use up another action just to get close enough to him. So he's allowed to, due to the rule of direction, he's allowed to attack before you even get there. So, is that evasion?
Yeah, it's evasion.
Okay. Yep, okay. So he fires a beam, you dodge it, you can now roll for an attack. Unless if it's anything like combo or a pure technique, you won't really need a roll requirement for it. If it's just a straight damage, you can just roll for the damage at this point.
Oh, okay, can I just roll for the well, I'll read this first, there we go. So, yeah.
So,
and roll damage.
I forgot to, real quick, do I need I forget, is it just rolling the d10, or is it rolling nerve after I get hit?
No, it's just rolling the d10.
Just rolling the d10? Okay.
Actually, yeah, weirdly enough, taking damage is actually the best thing that's actually happened to you in this situation.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're now you'd now be at 21 because you'd lose the first point, so you'd now be at 21 rather than 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Incidentally, I am going to use it with my robot hand so I can get some of that sweet damage in my robot hand.
You actually haven't used your robot hand damage, so you'll actually be removing your robot hand.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm wielding it so I can absorb, the impact of it.
Yeah, you won't be absorbing the impact from this attack because you already have some stored up. You have 22 points stored up. So when you hit him...
That's what I used on Adriana.
I don't think you did you?
Yeah, I think I did, yeah.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah! Didn't Rakia? Because
that was the whole problem.
That's the crazy part of how destructively powerful Rakia's slaps are. The Rakia can do that damage with a natural 20 without using that hand.
No, I do remember it was just a normal slap.
Yeah. So if you're using it, it is with that. So that's an extra plus 22. So instead of 42, that's 64. Which now means that I have to take that away from this guy, and now I have to roll 2d20 plus 5. Whew. Okay, so if 13. That's 1 point. Okay, so that's a basic injury. That's a d6. Jeez, okay. So that'll last for another d6 turns. I also now have to roll for his other d6 injury.
Oh yeah, my bleeding, yeah.
So he's taken 7 points in total extra. He is now unconscious.
As he falls unconscious.
You hit him in the face, and then just blood sprays out of his face, and he just immediately goes down to the ground. Just ragdollized.
Can I just sort of be like, just looking at, just not even looking at the other guy, but just sort of faintly say like, I really like those knives.
As it now goes on to Fletcher. Fletcher, they now have about a 35-meter headway away from you as they're running away from you.
Well, that's not happening, so I'm going into my strenuous form, raise Phase Swimmer Rush XL.
Okay.
To boost it from 6 meters to 12.
Is this by the way, is this a different strenuous form? Oh no, this is the strenuous form. Sorry, I thought this was your overdrive. Sorry, yeah, go for it. Roll for
No.
No, that does not work.
No.
You now can't do anything to do with your powers for this turn, due to the natural one.
So he's 34 meters. They're 34 meters away.
35 meters away.
35. Is there any bullet casings where I currently am?
No.
Really? I thought I was right where they were shooting at me.
Yes, they're using revolvers.
Oh, they haven't unloaded.
No.
Rocks?
Yes. Although it won't give you any damage modification if you do this.
That's fine. I'm just gonna fire a rock at one of their heads.
Okay. What's the range on that ability, by the way?
Let's see, what is it? I think it's based on my movement. Yeah, it's based on my movement range.
Then in that case, you won't. You're too far away. And it's something to do with your powers, which means you can't do it.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I've got 2 actions.
No,
Wait,
you've got
one
because you used that one and it's a natural one. I think it's best to just leave it for this turn. I mean, unless
just run after him.
Well, that's the issue. He used already an action, which means that he's gotten rid of his first set of movement, like his free movement, and he's used up his first action. Yeah. So if he uses his movement to get close enough to them, he then ends his turn because he's used his last action just using it as movement. So I mean, yes,
better than nothing.
Yeah, getting close to them because you'd be about 3 meters away from them.
I'm going to chase. Give chase.
Okay. So you're about 3 meters behind them as you're starting to travel after them like some kind of weird ghost as it's now their turn.
Get back here, you cowards! What do you call yourselves, pirates?
They continue to run. Whilst they're doing so, the other two, the one that is currently fighting against, Lily is just like. Because he's still bleeding, as I now have to roll the bleed damage. As he takes 6 more points of damage. He's not looking so hot, as he attempts to... At this point, what he tries to do is he tries to go for one of your legs with his sword. 21.
Okay, let's see. Will I actually manage to hit him?
Remember, if you're doing an ability, please tell me before you roll for it, because if you don't, I'm not going to.
I'm going to go. Again, going to go for the knockout. The knockout.
Is that actually? Hang on a sec. Beforehand, is that a new skill?
It's a 15 plus. You can roll for knockout, but also do damage as well.
Right, then no, you can't use it again because you failed to use it, but you still attempted to use it. So
Well, either way, I don't hit him anyway. I've yet to hit him once. Okay,
As you,
so it doesn't matter.
As you,
I'm not gonna hit him.
as you go for that, roll me a dexterity saving throw. So just dex.
Okay. Okay. So 1d20 plus 4 plus 1, so 5.
You are now knocked prone, as like when he hits you in the back of the crease in your leg. As it sort of makes your leg buckle. Doesn't do any damage, considering he can't. But you are now prone, lying on the ground, as it is now the turn of.
Did he at least hurt his foot, considering he just hit steel with his foot?
No, he used his sword.
Enough to make me fall.
No, sword. No, he used his sword. It hurt his sword. It hurt the sword's feelings.
As
Yeah,
it's now the other guy's turn, who isn't too happy that his friend has just been knocked out, but he clearly doesn't really have anything going on, so he's sort of backing up away from Rakia a little bit, sort of like has no real idea as to what he can do. As he looks over at his friend's leg, that has the knife in it. He sees it and he tries to go for it. Rolling a finesse. You can roll for a reaction for this, but you have to tell me what reaction you're rolling for before you roll it.
I'm gonna roll to. Yeah, actually, the only way that I'm gonna be able to do this is to just push him out the way.
Which you can't do reactively.
Which I can't do reactively.
Not unless if you.
Or like.
Not unless
Well,
you
actually, that's one thing I could do. It's like I could try. I could just try reactive. I could try and do a reactive knockout, nerve pitch knockout.
Is that in dexterity?
Well, it's an SPMA.
Oh, it's an SPMA.
No, it's school style. Sorry, no,
Okay.
it's school style.
Yeah. So you can do that, but you'd have to roll. Is that so? The requirement for that is just you have to roll finesse to knock someone out, correct?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah, roll for it, and you get to roll advantage because this guy's using basic ass finesse.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So, D20. So it's 16, 17, 19. Yeah. Here we go. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Jeez. Even when you have the best situation, you have terrible odds. I mean, yeah, you still beat him, but it's just hilarious.
Yeah, still, I'm offended by this dice bot. It's mocking me. It's what it is. It's mocking me. Say,
I didn't get feel.
Yeah,
That's just your luck, Sam.
but that's your fault, Sam. Okay, I got a 10. Yep, so you just nerve pinch him, immediately goes down, knocked out. So now there is only one left of the sparers, and that was the one that's just knocked down Lily, and then there are the two gunmen that are running away from Fletcher. As we now come back to Cloak, what would you like to do?
Okay, well, Lily's clearly got that under control.
I mean, it's very obvious that they don't, but okay.
Okay, well, they just have to take out one guy, right?
You would have thought so, but apparently this guy is the equivalent of trying to fight a god for poor Lily. Although he's not really doing too well now either.
I mean,
Thanks to everyone else but Lily.
I want to point out the way that Lily wins at this point. The way that Lily wins is just by not dying to him first, because he's bleeding to death. So the funniest part about this is that
that's the worst way to win.
If you don't hit him, if you don't succeed in hitting him at any point, not only does he die by bleeding out, but also even more hilariously is that I didn't succumb to him and he didn't kill me. This also means that you won't get any XP for it because it's not even you who dealt the injury that is causing him to bleed.
You're saying is they're just going to win by default?
Not only are you going to win by default, but also you won't get anything for it.
Well, at the very least, it looks like you can outlast him before he runs away. So that. I will roll to maintain. Okay, that works.
Oh, wow, that's maintained. That is
Damn.
very well maintained.
Okay,
Big.
just thinking. But since that doesn't count as an action, do I have enough movement? I should have enough movement to catch up to one of those guys, right?
They're
Or do
about
I not?
40 meters away from you.
So yes.
You'd use up 2 actions. Oh no, so you'd use up your free you'd use up your free movement and one of your actions, but yes, you'd be able to get there in
So I
for you
could
to have another action.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, in that case, I will chase after them and try and... Can I get to the furthest one?
You can, but if you get to the furthest one, that means that you'd be going past the other one, which means that he's allowed to react against you.
Okay, but that would be good, because then he'd at least get distracted to some degree while Fletcher is chasing him, I guess.
Then he's got a stone dagger in his leg.
Yes. So I'll go for the one furthest in front and try and, I guess just jump and knee him in the back.
Alright. Roll to attack, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just roll Dex.
Oh.
What is with these terrifying rolls? So as you run and jump towards him trying to kick him, he sort of puts he turns around as he goes to put his gun and shoots at you. The other guy is also going to attempt to react at you as well.
Since I got a natural 20 on my deflection, doesn't that just bounce back in?
You know what? I didn't think about that actually. Yeah,
I just jumped into his gun and I just Iron Man.
As both of them both shoot their guns, the guns, the bullets hit you and then immediately bounce off. And I can actually now start finally rolling the damage, which is 4d6 plus 11. So first guy takes that, second guy takes this.
Because my overflow is active, so I just roll my overflow as well.
No, because no, overflow doesn't work. Actually, wait, deflective strike either dissipates or bounces back an attack. If you get 5 or above, it counts as willpower infused, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And this ability is a spirit technique, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, which would mean you would add your overflow damage. So yeah, so just roll that. Jeez, okay. Okay, so that's for the first one. So in sum total damage, that would be 21 plus 14, so that's 35.
35, yeah.
And then roll for the other one.
Okay. Wait, make them shoot me. Well, that was almost a full crit.
Okay, oh my gosh.
49.
Yeah, jeez. So that's 49 in total. So minus 49 from that. Okay, jeez. Blimey. As, blimey. As they both shoot and then hit each other, hit themselves with their own bullets as they bounce off of you. It does stun you for a second, so it puts you off of the kick, but they've still been hit by their own bullets. It's now the turn of... just gonna look. Those enemies are done for... We come back now to Cloak. No, sorry, not Cloak. We come back now to Felix. Felix, you've been shot in the face by this attack. It's basically done the equivalent of a very hard-hitting BB bullet. It hurts, but it's not breaking the skin, more along the lines of bruising it.
What doesn't kill me only makes me stronger.
Oh, cool. Are you talking like in a metaphorical sense? Metaphorical sense? Or... No. He just looks at you as it's now. Oh no. Well, it's his turn first. Sorry. As he now goes in for an attack. As he pulls his gun arm out and attempts to fire at you yet again. How would you like to react?
How far away is he from me? Like,
Point blank.
okay, so that's not a good idea when you have a gun. Just saying. So obviously, reactive strike. Could I try? I guess my mind says grab the gun and flip him, but
You can either roll for blocking, or you can obviously roll for reactive strike. But either way, blocking would obviously be defending yourself. Reactive strike would be the one that is just punching. If you want to try and flip the gun on him, it would be finesse, which is under dex at that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do reactive strike and just punch him.
Okay. D20 plus
so-
10.
$25.
Nice. And then the damage that you'll be doing, since you have 21 points on your stockpile, will be 2d10s plus a d12 plus 16.
He said 2d10.
Yep. Plus a d12 plus 16.
And then we forgot to. I forget if I didn't really go for a punch last. Did I? I'm trying to think. I do currently have the knuckle dusters on.
Okay. Add one of the knucks on it as well.
Yeah.
I guess another plus 5 and then plus bleed.
I do believe this man is dead.
I trust me, I don't think he is.
So it's a 1d6 bleed plus 5?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I think that's everything.
Oh, flat 50.
That is
Slap.
that is scary. Okay, so
And so he does he hit me right with his?
no.
Okay, I'm trying to build up my
like just straight up
stockpile.
punch him in the face. I see 50 points of damage. Jeez. Which would be on top of that. Okay, and that definitely breaks his vitality this time. So I have to now roll for that. 2d10. 2d20, not 2d10. 2d20 plus 1. Somehow, by some weird miracle, he doesn't take an injury by that when he gets punched. With knuckle dusters and super strength, that would make that would make you seem like the Incredible Hulk. As you punch him and you deal that much damage, he just goes backwards for a second. As it's now your turn.
We did say not to kill them.
Yes.
But
You then just hear Suzaku say, "Yes, however, he did threaten the lives of yourself and the other party members. Perhaps maybe not killing him, but maybe taking one of his limbs, or even just beating him within an inch of his life." As you then just hear a sword taken out of its sheath, as it's as you can quite clearly hear Suzaku is getting ready to also add himself to the fight.
that's true. Could I pin him down with my foot and then just try and rip his arm off?
Roll grapple for that, and I'll try and roll for reactive shot.
So
What the hell are you doing? I'm disarming you.
it's quite literally
What are you doing?
Oh no.
with 20. I'm trying to think how much 21 stockpile currently
plus 10.
adds. Plus 10.
So always remember, whatever your stockpile is, divide it by 2, and that's how much bonus you'd normally be getting until you get past 30. Because obviously, once you get to past 30, that's when you get all the bonus stuff that doesn't increase yourself anymore.
Yeah, so in
He
total
just
it'd
pull
be,
his arm and his whole skeleton comes out.
it'd be in total plus 16 then,
Yes,
right?
yes, correct, yeah. So
Okay.
D20 plus 16. So you
24.
Oh,
grab him,
you're literally just.
and now roll again, and I have to roll con.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna
You
retain
said
it somehow.
roll another
Yeah.
grapple or
Labor this time.
labor.
As you're doing so, he's like, what,
It's the exact same.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
No.
Wait, there could be a possible. Okay, no. Like he can feel like you're pulling out or you're pulling on his arm. As then Suzaku comes over.
You nearly did freaking what the Punisher does to Bushwhacker. Pulls his arm off and blows him away with it.
Oh, that's who you're talking about.
Yes.
Jeez.
Keep forgetting
Can't remember.
his name's Bushwhacker.
Yeah.
Silly name.
6 plus 7 plus 5d10. So, what happens is Suzaku then just joins in the fray, takes his blade and attempts to hit the arm to try and cut it clean off. However, somehow by some miracle, oh wait, no, never mind, no, there is no miracle. He does sever his arm clean off, and then it begins to burn as he takes. Not only does he like get hit by that, but he also takes 48 points of damage. Which is insane, so I have to just add this. So, blimey, okay, so...
Now pronounce you disarmed.
Don't worry about him, he's armless.
No.
He's taken his guns.
It was bound to happen. Okay, so... I have to remember this, so... jeez. Okay.
Go give this man a hand.
40 on top of that says 100 and...
Oh, he's no longer a dab hand with a gun.
I'm afraid he's deaf as cannon.
So as he like cut off his arm,
What the hell?
as he cuts off his arm, he screams out in pain as like the wound begins to like get cauterized from the blazing katana as it just goes straight through him. He screams out in pain, and then he sort of just passes out. Whilst this is going on, we now go back to Anarche.
While someone's brutally being murdered.
Whoosh! Ah! As Anarche, you are standing in the middle of like this weird circle made out of like rocks on the from the beach. As there's a bunch of people just like drinking, eating, and just watching, like going oh, like really overly boisterous. As you then just see like walking into out onto the beach, the bulky giant that is Yol Kaiga. He then looks down at you and goes, "My lad, I just have a question for you. What exactly will you be doing, weapons or not?"
Well, I feel like it's still whatever you want, really. I came here to fight you at your best, really. So, fight however you feel like fighting.
Very well. If you need anything for yourself, don't be hesitant to ask. He then goes over, and I want to point out, like, next to a building. In fact, lying and leaning on a building is this massive club that's about the same height as this building. He grabs it and he lifts it over his head and lands onto his shoulder as it's a big sort of like Tunga club. As he like walks over.
Can I do some self-buffing while he's doing this?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. My first I'd like to do is activate the Animon form that has passive willpower flowing through it.
Okay. Is that one that you have to roll for?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
29.
Good.
So yes, and my willpower technically counts as a 29, so...
Okay.
The second thing I'm going to do is roll willpower and activate the willpower armament plus spirit control variant.
Okay.
Plus 10. 22. Yeah, so obviously that just adds. Obviously, it's just willpower armament, and all my attacks technically have the spirit control damage added onto it.
Gotcha.
And you know, yeah, I think that's all the buffing I'll do for now.
Okay.
No weapons.
So just so I know this, you have the special willpower infused Animon Child, and you have the what else was it again? Sorry.
Willpower armament plus spirit control variant.
Okay. That will. Okay. So what's the? I'll just put. Spirit.
The animal form one was a 29.
And then.
You might want to write that one down because that will be the one that stays.
Yeah, so that's for attacks.
Yes.
In the terms of
then
defense,
defense
that'll be
is
your body one. So
the other one.
What was the roll for the body one? 22?
22.
Okay.
Yep.
Body one, okay. Just so I know, so that then obviously if you hit him, obviously he needs to have a defense equal to or greater than that so that then he doesn't get hurt by your willpower. And obviously if he's hitting you, he needs to get greater than obviously 22.
Yep.
Okay. As he begins walking up, he goes, "Oh, whenever you're ready, but I warn you." As he slams down the club into the ground and sort of grinds it into the sand a bit, as it roots itself almost about a meter down. "I warn you, I can't guarantee your safety."
Be a bit pointless if you could.
Well said. Just want to quickly remind you, you still have 21 points of damage left over from earlier today.
Fine.
Okay. Just wanted to let you know. Okay. I guess...
Move speed?
Move speed, yeah.
Move speed.
Move speed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he gets first.
Damn, okay.
Oh!
I'll have to have a look at this.
To be fair, out of everything for a bad roll, I'm fine with that being the one.
Yeah, if that's the only one that he has, then that's fine, yeah. Okay, so the first action, I shall do a little bit of buffing myself. Okay, 25.
Yep.
Okay. As he then looks over at you, and you can sort of feel his life force, like, exude throughout his entire body, to the point of which that you can actually see, like, an aura around pretty much around his skin, as he then just rushes in and goes for, like, a punch. Again, this guy is, like, towering over you, as he goes in for a swing of his fist.
Alright. I will go for an energy blast back.
Okay.
No.
As your hand begins to light up, immediately the fist comes down on you, and it's almost as big as you are, as it just hits you right into the center of your body. As it deals.
Good start. Good start.
Just have to have a look at this. What's the name of that technique? Ah! Okay. Fun enough, the way that this technique is called, you're actually allowed to still continue with your counterattack, but he's able to do 2 times damage.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So it doesn't matter how good or how bad your roll is. It basically means that it's impossible to fail the counterattack. It just means that you will take the damage from this attack, and it actually means that it's like super easy to land. Yep. Right. So roll for that, and I'm gonna just roll for this and just have a look. Okay. So.
He takes 41.
Okay. Okay, so just quickly adding this. There we go. 74.
Which does break my vitality, doesn't it?
Yes, you have
Yes.
63, so it only just breaks it. As you take
2d20s.
So
Oh no, that was 2d10.
yeah, 95 damage.
6, which technically means there is an injury.
Yes, there is indeed an injury, which I'll get to in a second. Savannah, konnichiwa. Oh yeah, 41 points of damage, yeah? That you dealt to him. As the energy blast hits him in the face, it hits him, it deals... Take away...
The energy blast doesn't get cut down.
No, you're absolutely right. It does exactly 41 points of damage, yep.
Yep.
Does not break vitality. This, however, is going to break something of yours. You are, but you got a 6, so you're just under the requirement, so it will only be a +4. So you will now take +4 to all physical attacks as a weakness, as you have... You feel like when he hits you and slams you into the ground with that punch, you feel like a cracking in your, like, top right hand sort of ribs, sort of near your shoulder area.
Oh.
It's like he pummels you right into the ground, and you're sort of like lying there for a second. Come on now, don't let me down.
Alright. Well, that hurt quite a bit. Give me a second, as I'm gonna roll for my willpower healing ability.
Okay.
No, it does not work. So I won't be doing that then.
Okay. Since that is a healing, I don't think you can do another action now.
I don't believe so. No, actually, technically that would be enough for the new skill variant, but I was trying to do the pure technique variant, so it's still technically a failure.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Only because you don't have a modular skill. That's the only reason that I'm
Yes.
saying no.
Yeah. No, that's more than fair enough. Yeah. So I believe that's technically the end of my turn.
Yes. Yeah. You sort of like
do some breathing.
he sort of looks at you and he just goes, "We can stop any time you want, lad."
Nah, it's good.
Good. And he goes in for another punch.
Alright. Technically, because this is under a trade, I'm going to be a troll and do omnidirectional serious punch. Definitely didn't rip that off anyway.
Okay. Need to beat a 30.
Cool. Come on, please. No, and it's under 5.
Okay. So this will do slightly less damage this time because when I said he goes for a punch, I completely forgot that he didn't maintain the ability. So he's doing this. 49 points of damage, so that is 27, so that does... Oh, also you didn't maintain your body ability, so...
Oh, should I roll for that, or are we just saying that I didn't? Because
I'll say that you didn't only because you didn't say.
Alright, fair enough.
And it is now his turn. So that's 49 points of damage. That does not break your vitality, however you have taken 49 points of damage. Adding that onto your current 95, that brings you up to a total of 100. So it goes up to 104, then plus 144. So it's 144 damage out of your 190 health, but that adds an extra 4 from your injury, so that's actually 148.
Oh, nice. Probably shouldn't have gone to this fight with less health. Alright. Alright then. Alright, well first, I'll roll for the willpower body technique. Which works.
Indeed. That is a 21.
That's a 20.
Yep.
think the other technique would technically cripple me at this point. Do the AoE, I've got to find it now. The Shower of Light ability, is that just you activate it and then it happens, or is it you activate it and then you have to wait for another action to...
No. Like the Shower of Light begins on the turn that you activate it on. Like it literally.
Okay.
You activate it and it begins showering down.
All right. Cool. I will use that then. The advanced technique variant, natural.
Oh!
I mean, I'll try to react against this, but actually, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not even gonna bother because the only other way that I can do it is if I do
with this. Then should I? Because this is also with the infuse of the 29. Should I just say the D4 is max, or should I roll for the D4?
Okay, so here's the way that this will go. Because there's two functions, damage and time, you have to choose. Do you do double your time, maximum your time, or you roll double damage?
I'll roll double damage, so
Okay.
I'll roll for the D4.
Yeah, roll for the D4.
2.
Nice. Okay, and then roll for the damage, because...
So it would normally be 8 D4s plus 8. So what would it be now?
You said it's 8 D4s plus 8. Why is it plus 8?
Willpower. Because thanks to the overflow ability with spirit, it adds the dice.
It's just double the dice. It's not
Energy.
double modifiers. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it would just be...
16 D4s?
The only reason I asked is because if it...
should we also say is it doubling all dice or just the energy dice?
As long as it's from solely the ability, it can only be double the energy dice.
Okay, that does change it then.
If the willpower is coming from your transformation, you just add the willpower, you don't add double the willpower.
Yeah. Okay, so it would be 8d6s plus 46s plus 8.
Yes, yeah. Damn.
Damage!
And again, I completely forgot about my willpower body ability, so he's going to take this
Yeah.
as well.
He takes 47.
The two of us did the exact same
And
thing.
because of the advanced technique, it will hurt no one in the crowd.
Okay. As light begins showering on him and hitting him for like as he puts his arms up, just like as he keeps getting hit, he takes 47 points of damage. That still does not break his vitality, however, that does a big chunk of health onto him. So that is now. Oh wow, okay. No way. Okay. It is now his turn. As I will attempt for something. Yep, that just about works. That is a pitiful 18 on a willpower ability there.
That's just what I needed, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As he goes in for another attack. Oh!
Come on. I see the tables have turned.
Yep, how the turntables, indeed.
I will try to fight back. I'll just do a reactive punch just in case.
Man, if you get a natural 20, then I think at this point you both take equal damage to each other and whatever. Like it'll just be like the you know the
come on, natural 20
anime clash thing. Oh, damn it.
Nah, it's a 17. It was close, but no.
As he goes to throw a punch at you, you can feel it coming towards you. You actually do go for the punch, and you do land it. Like as you're able to sort of like get him, but then what you don't realize is that like you're like, oh, I hit him. His fist didn't hit me. As you realize that it was actually he was running towards you, and the fist that you thought was going to hit you is actually not true. He was winding up the other fist as he then does an uppercut. As you've now finally gotten him. As you do so, he gets you right in the middle of the gut, and he deals.
Cool. This is subtract 8 and half it, by the way, as well, because his willpower technique didn't beat mine.
No, that's true. I'll tell you what I'll roll for this. Now, I want to point out, the way that this works is because he got a natural 20 and it's with a pure technique, it's capped, it's maxed. So I'm going to only be rolling the willpower and then adding the full damage of the attack. Which means... Okay.
This might be me out anyway.
Yeah. Plus...
Can I roll for my damage that I technically do to him?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Jeez. So, obviously, we'll take away all the stuff after this. Now,
Yep.
obviously, it doesn't nullify the spirit damage, but it will take away all the damage from the other stuff. So, first and foremost, we'll take away the 8. So, there's left with 116. So, then halving 116, you're then left with 58. I believe, yeah. So you take 58 points of damage plus then the 6 and the 2, so that's 8, plus the 5, so that would be 13. So 13 plus, what did I say, 58?
Yeah.
So 8 plus 58, 66. So you take 66 points of damage, and you deal
I believe does knock me out.
And you deal to him 57, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, so
It's a hell of a try.
that does not break his vitality, but I think all of that damage actually does count. Because your willpower ability beats his.
Yeah, it was a 29.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so 57 plus what he's got. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna use a calculator. Actually, no, I'm not going to. Actually, that would just be the worst thing to do. So 57 on top of what he's just taken. Doodle-doodle-doo. That would be then that. Then plus the 50. Jeez. 100 and... Okay, that's actually really nice. That's actually really decent. Okay. Then plus the stuff that you did, which was 68, right? So 68 on top of... Yeah,
Oh, right, yeah.
68 on top of what you've just taken, 148. So that would be 66. So 66 plus the 4, which is 70. So 70 plus 148 is... 70 plus 148 is 218. That does break your vitality. Roll me fortitude.
Oh, yeah, because it was over 70.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
No. Oh, okay.
I got
Oh no.
I got a 6,
Uh-oh.
so it's not the worst. But it's not. It's still another injury.
No, yeah, it doesn't do 1.5 times, so at least, yeah, it doesn't do any worse, but it does mean that you do take more. When he hits you, he uppercuts you. And as he does so, he hits you in the jaw, and he just launches you up into the sky as you just begin, launching all the way up as, you begin losing consciousness as you've never felt this amount of wind pressure around your body before, as you feel it almost feels like as if you've been flung down like a meteorite down to Earth, and then you realise, hang on a second, I'm being launched upwards, as you have almost escape velocity level of speed as you're flying up, and so much that even your hands are it's very difficult to move them through the wind, as you then begin slowing down. And you think, okay, I'll just fly. As your consciousness leaves yourself and you begin falling again. In this moment, you feel yourself falling, and then suddenly you just feel yourself stop. As you are unconscious, and you are no longer able to know what is going on right now. You have been defeated. As we now come back to the group.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
boy.
he's got a band now.
So
If he didn't already.
I just figured out he's got a
just real
band.
quick, Anarche. So you have a cracked rib that does +4 damage to you every time that you get hit in the torso. You now also have
nice.
a cracked, basically a cracked skull, which means that if you get hit in the head, you'll also take +5 damage.
Alright, so wait, +4 to ribs, +4 to chest, +5 to head?
+4 to chest, +4 to head. Sorry, I said +5 instead of +1.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. I'll write that down.
Awesome. As you are not dead yet, considering. As we now come back to the gang, the shooters are beginning to like run away from you guys as then like a massive ring of fire goes around them, and also Cloak. As they are now trapped in there with Cloak and this ring of fire. Cloak, it is now your turn.
Oh. I thought it was my turn.
Actually, yeah, sorry, yeah. It's been so long. Yes, you're still outside of the fire, the ring of fire, though.
I mean, that doesn't stop me. Wait. I go under the fire.
Okay.
And come up on the other side.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to
do? Yes. Phase crush the guy who has the stone dagger in his leg.
Okay. Roll for it.
That worked.
Well, let's see. Yep.
Ah.
Roll damage. Oh, for once I didn't get a higher roll than someone.
Am I just phase crushing or am I allowed to staff?
You have your staff with you, so yeah.
Okay. So...
Because Phase Crusher works by adding your combat proficiency as well, isn't it? So you add your staff damage or your hand-to-hand damage.
Well, I technically need to roll to see if I hit him first, or because I'm in the middle. I'm focusing on phase crushing, so I also have to be like, oh yeah, hit. So I'll see if I can. I'm focused enough to also smack. Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so that is 2d6.
2d6 plus the staff, and then I'm assuming the 2d8s of spatial damage.
Yep.
What I'd recommend is everyone definitely write down their own damage and then just have it that they can copy and paste it. Even put a note next to each of your damages so you know when you're using it. So that then you don't have to have this awkward pause there.
There we go. I used to do that with thingy.
Okay, 31 points of damage. Nice.
As I phase crush through the guy, probably not looking at me, and it's like, hey, remember me? And smack him in the face. As I go through his chest.
It's less that he doesn't see you, and it's more that thing of like he didn't notice you until you popped your head out of the, in between the ring of fire. As you then dash towards him, hitting him. He tries to fire a shot off, but by the time that he's already got his gun up, you've already gone past and hit him using that ability. It's now. It's now these guys' turn as they attempt to open fire on Cloak again.
Smart.
Well, they know that they can't hurt you, so it just
Yes, but they don't remember what happened.
One has a natural 20, one has a natural 1. Well, Bill, how would you like to react against that?
Well, since it's not been my turn again, that is still active, the nat 20.
Yes, yeah.
So, I could just... Can I just look at them kind of really?
Fair.
Is that I mean, I know I can't technically roll anything reactively to do with charisma, but...
I mean, here's how it goes. Even with the natural 20, you get hit by the attack, but the way that the ability works is if you match your opponent, then what it does is it either dissipates or, deflects the thing, or it just basically stops it dead in its track. So what happens is, you get hit by a shot, the guy gets hit by his own bullet, and then the other guy gets just having it that he just shoots you directly, like, point blank in the, in the center of the head. And all it does is basically knock your head upwards slightly, kind of like the thing that happens in, like, Dragon Ball, where, like, Vegeta gets punched in the face and he just, nods his head back down and goes, "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" That's basically all that happens. Whereas the other guy who gets shot, the bullet goes right back and hits him. That does willpower damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, can you roll that for me, please? And just for the sake of that's 12. So that's 12. So that's 39. Okay, this guy and Fletcher takes 39 points of damage, as Fletcher is still phasing through him at this time.
Oh. What?
It's a willpower infused
Phase
bullet.
crusher, I go through. I don't stop inside them.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
I crush through them. Like M. Bison's Psycho Crusher, except phasing.
Look, it's been a long time since you last used this move. I can't remember. Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay.
That's true.
39. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the guy who hasn't been hit by his own bullet and give him a sigh.
He then looks around and is like... He looks at his gun and he just sort of like clicks it open just for a second. And he's just counting the bullets and it flicks back. Obviously it's the end of his turn,
no.
It's now yours.
Well. Is the other guy down, or is he still standing?
He's still standing, but he is like badly hurt.
Okay. I'll roll to maintain. Good. Well. I guess I'll just try and knock this guy out. The guy who actually didn't get the bullet bounce back.
Okay. Now I guess the extra one. Yeah. Okay, now
What?
roll disadvantage to...
Ninja time.
Yeah. Look, you got a 35. There is no way that he is not knocked out with something with an under a 10 roll. Yeah, he gets knocked out.
Damn.
He just falls, ragdollizes to the floor. Ooh. The last guy is just like sort of like holding himself together at this point, still holding his gun. He's just looking around like, once our commander gets here, you ain't gonna be so tough.
Oh, good. An actual challenge. Not like you cowards.
He looks around and he's just like sort of feeling out what exactly he needs to do. Whilst this is going on, there is still a pirate left in front of Lily. As Lily, it is now your turn.
Come on, Lily, once. Just hit them once.
For the love of God.
You got this.
You got this.
All you have to do.
Believe in you.
Go one, baby. No, 24. There we go. It's 25, 26, 29.
So let me just unleash the plus 15 modifier. No, I'm good. 13.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yay!
Finally! Donk.
Roll damage.
Chop!
Hey, I haven't copied it because I haven't had to use it yet. And I didn't think I would.
Okay, so you have plus 7 super strength. So
There we go.
is that? Yeah, I don't think that's actually how you'd be rolling it.
Oh, it's the 7 plus 4 extra because of wrench.
Oh, are you wrench master? Did you say like are you a weapon
Yes.
master with your weapon?
So
Okay,
I've got-
so D12
yeah, I've got the-
plus 7 dice up. So that's D10, D10
28.
plus 4. Yeah, so
20, no, it's 26. It's 3d6 plus 8, which is 26.
yeah, we don't do it
Or
that
I
way,
didn't
dude.
calculate it.
We don't do it that way. You know we don't.
What is
We've
it
never
then?
done it that way. it would be 2 d10s plus a d6. It would not be separated that way.
But I don't know. I've never had a random number like 26.
Well, we also have
27.
a thing for it. We actually do have a table for it, so you have a look at it. Like I urge you to do so.
Hey.
Please.
Yeah, it's the power
Yes.
compendium.
Please,
yeah.
for the love of God, Sam, look at it. Okay, so it's 27. Okay. Does that take him down?
Oh.
No.
No.
Course
Still
not.
gets the kill.
Yeah, Cloak's still going to
look,
get the kill.
But look, you hurt him, and that's all that matters. And now I need to roll for his damage from the blade. Okay. As it's now Rakia's turn.
Ooh. Who needs a fight? Who needs a fighting? Who needs a whooping?
Well, there's only 2 people left that you can see. The one person that is currently fighting. Actually, no. Yeah, you still got the other guy with the knife. Oh no, you did nerve pinch.
Yeah, I've knocked him out. Yeah.
The only other person that you can see, because there's a ring of fire around some people that you can't really see that well. Because again, tall wall of fire. The only other person that you can see at the moment is the one-armed, bleeding to death person still holding what seems to be, at this point, definitely a lightly blunted sword with some rolls and chips on it, due to the fact that he's been slamming it against a woman made of steel. So that's the only other person left.
You know what? I'm going to help. I'm going to assist Lily here because I like helping. And I'm going to
steal the kill, steal the kill, steal the kill.
Steal,
Mine.
Good boy. Some 3 points.
Full charge.
Honestly, yeah, I'll get this. Can I take an action to get my knife out of this guy's leg? So,
Yes.
yes, right.
So you've now
Attack.
you don't need to roll for it. You've now taken the knife out of his leg.
Okay, I've taken the knife out of his leg, and that is the that is, well, that's not the great one. That's just the Fulgur, the weak Fulgur dagger. So I'll get that. I'll shave you, Lily. And I hit
And
hit
then
him
you
with
get
just
your
a
natural
regular knife.
20 and obliterate him.
Almost. Not quite though.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Natural.
Oh
This
my
man is
god.
dead.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Hold back mechanic. It's actually not that much, to be honest. Or is it doubled?
What's doubled?
Well, I get it's a natural 1 against me, so
Yeah, no, nothing's doubled.
Oh, never mind.
You only get double if
6.
you are the one who gets the natural 20.
Oh, never
and
mind
if
then.
you're not
Never
using
mind.
a pure technique as well. If you're using a pure technique, it instantly goes to maximum damage.
Lots of points though. Lots of EXP.
Yep.
Yeah, you get XP for this.
Oh, Jesus Lord. That's 1 lightning as well.
Why? Oh, jeez, okay. Why are you doing 66?
Well, it says that. It's with the knife, you're going to get, the 3d12s go to 66. That's what we said, last time.
No, I'm not saying about why it's split up so much. I'm actually saying, why are you doing so little? I mean, yeah, you do quite a big chunk of damage, and I need to take away...
They also said hold back.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all say things in the heat of passion, Jimbo, but by the way,
Was it about the dice again?
that is no way knockback, because that's your maximum damage with that ability, isn't it?
I guess so?
Yeah. Okay,
I mean, hold
right.
back. Yeah.
Dead. No. No, that wasn't enough to break his vitality. But that is enough to knock him out, as he just falls down with a massive slash down his back as he's just been tased. As he now
Kill
falls,
confirmed.
collapses. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Fatigue, you've now ripped off this guy's arm after it's been sliced clean off by the Phoenix Samurai. as he just screams out in pain, holding his newly cauterized stump, as it's just like, oh, you prick! Why'd you do that for?
I mean, hey, you hit first.
You know, it doesn't matter if you remove my limbs or not, I can still turn my body into a weapon.
And I can just as easily snuff it out.
Oh.
I would listen to him. He sort of keeps passing in and out from the pain. Like a minute ago, as I said, like he passed out. He's now woken up again, holding his stump, and it's just like, and he passes out yet again. Perhaps this could be the most useful one. He seemed to be a little bit more tricky. I mean, after all, most of these people don't exactly seem very confident compared to this one. I mean, he strolled right up to us, expecting that we would just be able to be taken as hostages. Well, then again, he's not a very good judge of power or character, considering he had no idea how strong we actually were.
To be fair, looks can be deceiving.
True. I mean, this guy looked like as if he'd actually be a threat.
We should probably check on the others.
Well, you can detransform. Since I don't have a time limit, I would be best to lift this man.
Fair enough.
He grabs the one-armed bandit and slings him over his shoulder and carries him over into the town, or into the little village. As you do so, we come back to Cloak and Fletcher. This guy is still holding himself with one arm and holding his pistol in the other, and he's just sort of like holding himself, trying to hold himself together, and like, you know, thinking like this is actually going to help him. As he looks around. Damn it.
Well, you could always give up right now. Just put your gun down, surrender, and we can stop this.
I could do that, couldn't I?
Yeah. Unlike you, we're not murderers.
Speak for yourself, but you know.
For the two of us that are in this ring of fire right now.
Okay. So one of you are either a pyrokinetic or you got one on your team. I ain't getting out anywhere soon. You tore through those guys like they were nothing. Perhaps I'm better off. Although...
Look, just give up. The last time we've had this happen before, it's like, oh, wait until this one guy shows up, and then he's dead now. You just killed him without trying. Seriously, just give up.
I'm not waiting for anyone. Hell, if our commander or even one of the generals found out about this, they'd probably just kill us anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What you
So
doing?
isn't it in then your best interest just to give up? That way we can haul you off to somewhere that could be super safe.
You're right. I could do that, couldn't I? He pulls the gun and he puts it onto his own temple.
Why do they always? Can I just launch into another phase crusher?
Yes, you can. Okay.
And Let's see if I smack.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In this particular situation, I'd say that a match is, good enough.
Okie doke. Let's see.
Roll damage.
Wait, it's literally. Hold on. I forgot about that. I can just paste.
Paste it.
Bap.
Oh, you bapped him.
So remember that line that you
Buff.
said where you said we're not murderers?
There's no way this breaks his vitality.
Okay. No. As you pass right through him and the gun fires, but it doesn't hit him as he just then immediately ragdolls, just goes to the floor. The flaming circle is still around you.
Alright, I think that we're done here, Cloak. Time to gather them up. Cowards always try and take the coward's way out. Guessing by this fire, I'm assuming, Suzaku's moved in.
Incorrect, actually. You hear a voice.
Oh, he was waiting for another one. Okay, who's next?
You look around from where the voice came from, and just above, atop a building, you see Pete, the teleporter that you had met earlier, who'd sent Anarche away. It's been a good 10-15 minutes since that happened, due to the planning and everything.
Oh, hey, it's you. Are you coming to join in? Fletcher said with a sigh.
I just mostly did the little Arena of Fire thing as a little token of hilariousness. You've already defeated my commander, so there's no point in me doing anything else here. I just thought I'd
Wait,
come and have a look.
was your commander?
No, someone else was. But Arton was a weakling compared to the others. Regardless, I thought that I'd come and have a look and see what you did. And you did well. You actually kind of concerned me. Maybe if your friend had been a little stronger, he'd actually perhaps stood a chance against our captain.
Oh no.
You then see Felix and what's his name?
Felix and
Felix and
approach
that
the
character
siege.
that I created. Felix and Redoran eventually walk in as well and
Suzaku.
just bring down the person, like the commander. So, he was defeated? Yep, cut and dry. Only a couple of hits and he was out cold. Although, by the sounds of the strikes that he can deal, he can pack quite a wallop. Not surprising, considering. Now,
I'm hoping he had fun at least. He seems to enjoy it.
well, considering
Much like
that
myself.
he was taken down, I don't think he'll be having much more fun anymore. Hell, he might never have fun ever again.
The way of the warrior, it gives and it takes away.
So, that's your plan. You want to wipe us out, take back your home. Isn't that right, Shungi?
Sounds about right.
Then I should probably warn you that it's not going to be any easier from here on out. The commanders will get stronger, and so will the generals. If they catch whiff of what you're doing here, you're done for.
Oh, good. Hopefully better combatants then. None of these people have been worthy of even a challenge.
I warn you, Phaser, you're not going to get away so easily next time. Especially considering that your intangibility is only good if you're not fighting someone with the right type of specialties.
Oh, I don't really need to use my powers all the time. I just find it's easier to take down the small fry. It's better to have a better challenge when I can handicap myself.
You might be careful of what you wish for. He then disappears and then reappears behind Suzaku. In between both Suzaku and Felix. Nevertheless, and then he disappears again. And reappears on top of the building. However, with the pirate commander leaning on some of the tiles on the rooftop. I should probably at least take this one back since he's still alive. The captain will want to at least have someone to blame for this. And I'm not going to take the blame for it. I already got in enough trouble as it is taking a knock over.
That's fine with us.
I want to point out all characters can hear this this discussion. If anyone wants to jump in.
I mean, so Anake is dead?
No, but he's going to want to wish he was. The captain actually took quite a fond little detail about him, which is that he likes to be a fighter and enjoys certain facets of life. Most of us think that he should be dead, but instead, the captain asked if he wanted to join the crew. He said maybe, and also he said no. But we think maybe some time on Jotun Jail Island might change his mind. So he'll be locked away, not able to use his powers and not able to leave. And the only way to get on that island is if you are able to, I don't know, teleport there. Because there is an incredible amount of ships guarding that place to make sure the worst of the worst don't get out. Well, I say worst of the worst, but it's more just the people that our captain either have a fondness of and wishes to break, or just has a hatred of and wishes to break. Now, if you must excuse me, I must get going. Oh. I very much like your streams. He points at Lily. Very fascinating content. Next time you should do an unboxing video of all of their coffins.
As if I haven't heard that crappy joke before. Like, really? Honestly. Get some new material, man.
Well, for me it was new, but I'll work on something else. Toodle-hoo, and all that. He then vanishes.
So, this is not being streamed, so I'm definitely not uploading this one of me just getting my ass. Just nothing happening.
I mean,
with
you
me.
have no choice considering the bands always record combat anyway.
Yeah, the bands,
Oh,
bands will have
God.
that anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well get your own views on it.
Yeah.
Also, you can't miss a day of upload. You'll start losing functionality then.
I mean, I could upload other things.
You can stop you'll lose relativity.
Yeah, you won't get picked up on the system as well. Yeah.
So we now have it. We now have it that you guys are in the village. There's the flames eventually die out around the two of you, and the people begin to sort of like walk out of their homes and start to like see what's going on. As they begin greeting you, this is where we shall end this session.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! I hope
Oh,
that things go well.
supplies! Oh, supplies are gone!
Oh no, it's not like I gave you anything to help with that. Oh, what a shame.
Oh no,
well, I
access
think
to
I-
new muffins!
Yeah, you still have like what, 3 muffins, maybe 3 and a half
That'll last
muffins.
us a few weeks.
Yeah, if you ration that out, yeah.
Okay,
But
well,
we can't get more.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a weird one. But thank you very much for everyone for listening. If you enjoyed these episodes, definitely check it out. And also, the Animite Tales website is now officially out and open. If you would like to check out the game, you definitely can. Just as a reminder, it is in open beta and it is always in a work in progress. It's not going to be up to the same level of standard as D&D and any of the other games, because again, it's just being done by mostly myself, and it's being helped being edited by all of these lovely lot, but we are not a professional studio, so just please have that in mind. And if you want to give us any feedback, please let us know. Thank you very much for listening, and hopefully we'll see what we get up to in the next week. As always, have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Toodaloo.